Hello again, I'm Dudley Thompson, and welcome again to WDT Media TV. And again, please like, share, and subscribe. And as per usual, please send this live to all your friends overseas, Jamaica, and the entire Caribbean. Please send the live to all your friends so they can log on and get a balanced view of what's happening in Jamaica on the political scene as elections, heating up as the PNP launched their bus tour. Yes, massive crowd for the PNP. They launched their bus tour earlier and today, and I must add that July 12th will be the 13th anniversary of this network, WDT Media TV. Yes, that's July 12th, mark the 13th anniversary of this network, WDT Media TV. We thank all the persons, all these subscribers who are with us all these years for your support and keep our channel relevant and up to date when it come on to our content, whether the 3 Miles Road Project, community sports, politics, and the church service, and above all. So again, 13 years of live streaming on this channel, and July 12th will mark that occasion. We're going to have some giveaways on as the month progresses. And again, thank all the persons who are with us. And again, please send the broadcast to all your friends. So again, we can share what happened in Jamaica on the political scene. We talk some sports later on inside other broadcasts, but today it's all about politics. Well, there are some developments on the campaign trail, and some might argue that it can suit or hurt one or either or both parties, but let's let's divulge into the issues as we go along. First, we must say that the People's National Party (PNP) they launched their bus tour yesterday to a massive crowd in Trelawney. Yes, in Trelawney there, big crowd in Trelawney. And I must argue again, can't say too often, that big crowds at political rallies don't necessarily mean victory at the polls. And as I said to you earlier in the other video that in 1980, Michael Manley was very popular back then, and he had one of the biggest crowd at a PNP mass meeting in Sam Sharp Square. 100,000 persons turned out to hear Michael Manley in Sam Sharp Square in 1980. At that time, the argument was 100 strong cannot be wrong. Yes, man. 100 strong cannot be wrong. And elections of 1980, Michael Manley lost by what was then the biggest landslide in Jamaica's history. 51-9. The only seats the PNP won in 1980 was their safe seats. And remember, months before the election, weeks before the election, Michael Manley had the biggest crowd in Sam Sharp Square. Over 100,000 persons jammed to hear Michael Manley. And weeks later, he lost the election by the biggest landslide in Jamaica's history. So the point is that I'm making is that massive crowds on the campaign trail don't necessarily translate into victory at the polls, as we saw in 1980. And 1980 also, despite the fact that Michael Manley had the biggest crowd on the ground in 1980 at the political meetings. And on election day, that's October 30th, 1980, the JLP got over 500,000 votes. And today, that is still the record. That's the first and the only time in Jamaica's history that one party in an election got over 500,000 votes. And in that time, no other Jamaican politician had the popularity like Michael Manley. But yet still, he lost the elections by a then record landslide, and also the JLP under Edward Seaga was less popular than Michael Manley got over 500,000 votes in 1980. And that's about living in the past, right? It's about making a reference to the past. The difference between living in the past and making a reference to the past. To segue into today, we saw again where the PNP had their bus tour and they had a massive crowd in Trelawney. And getting some momentum there in Trelawney, the PNP bus tour. And we're going to go over now to give you a look at the bus tour, and listen to party leader Bruce Golding. And as he spoke on the tour, and also we'll look at some of the PNP's plan that some may argue don't worth it. For instance, Mark Golding is opposing the school bus system by Darrell Vaz in favor of to empower taxi operators, because school children and some Jamaicans are not for that. We'll hear some of the comments on that as they spoke earlier and JUP program earlier. And also, Mark Golding is planning to propose. No, Mark Golding said that his massive housing plan. He plans to build 50,000 houses in the next 5 years, if elected. Or he said when elected. All right. And he was in Portland and he said the Buffalo River is rising at some high levels. And they plan to dredge that river, remove the silt and contents from the river, treat on a swampland nearby, and to build 500 houses on a swampland in West Portland. And we all know that environmental experts say it is not advisable to build houses on swampland. But yet still, Mark Golding is proposing to build 500 houses on swampland in West Portland. We'll go in that in more details inside the program. In the meantime, we're going to now switch now and go over now to our feed, and not a live feed, mind you, and take a look at the PNP's bus tour. All right, let's go to that feed right
here now. In North Trelawney, in Falmouth again. Oh, look beautiful, trust me. I love the vibes, I love the energy. This man, Dr. Wickham McNeil, your next member of parliament. When my father first came to Jamaica, 1953, him come on a boat. And the man who was at the wharf in Kingston to meet my father was this man's father, Dr. Wickham McNeil's father, Dr. Ken McNeil. So me and him and our families go back a long way. And when I became party leader and I wanted to build back the unity in the party, I knew that I needed a man like Wickham McNeil upside me. Because what? Him is a wise man. He's a cool head. He is an even-handed and fair person. And he's a man who's had experience in the cabinet, leading the tourism ministry with distinction. So when I was looking for a candidate here in North Trelawney, and me and Dennis Meadows reason out the thing, and we say, yes, Wickham McNeil, we say, and Dennis come on board, and Wickham step up to the plate. My heart was full, because I knew I was bringing a very good man, a champion, here to North Trelawney to represent the people. You deserve the best. You deserve somebody who is going to be in the tourism ministry, running things, because tourism is a vital industry for Jamaica and for Trelawney. And I say to you, what you have now is not worthy of this great constituency. The People's National Party should be back in control of North Trelawney so we can do the right things by the people. You hear what the man said? They must start water project using the water sources of Trelawney, but they're not looking about the water problems in Trelawney. What can go so? That's not right, that's not fair. When we come to office, we have to deal with that issue. Because the The people of Trelawney and North Trelawney and South Trelawney have been good, and have been good to the PNP in particular here, up in Falmouth and all over North Trelawney. So we must be good to you too. Comrades, the next PNP government has to focus on the real challenges facing the people. The challenges in education. One of the problems in education is absenteeism from school. The people them can't go to school every day because sometimes parents can't find lunch money or can't find the taxi fare or bus fare. So that is affecting the performance of the children in school, and it's affecting the productivity of the country and the country's future. So we have a positive program to deal with that. We are going to be providing a hot meal, a nutritious meal to every child who needs it in school, primary and secondary school. We're going to spend an additional $9 billion a year for the children of Jamaica. And who is going to get that money? The farmers of Jamaica will get that money because we're going to be buying the produce from the farmers to feed the school children them. So it's a win-win project that is going to help to transform rural Jamaica and uplift the people. And the same philosophy penetrates the RIDE program, which is our subsidy to help children to get to school where their parents are struggling to pay the cost of transportation for the children. We're starting with 20,000 children. We're not bringing in a 100-old bus for trick the people and so them providing any kind of rural transportation for school children. Comrade Bunting done talk about that already. Our program is going to provide a subsidy, money to support that cost for the parents. And it's the taxi man them going to get that money, and the bus man them, the money going to run through the economy. Another win-win situation, because we are check wisely. The People's National Party is about empowerment, growth, and development of the people. We want the first and family scholarship. Any child who is the first child in that household, that family, to qualify for university or college will get a full scholarship under the People's National Party, the First in Family program. Why do we believe that's important? Because when that child gets that benefit, that child will help to bring up their brothers and sisters and save the family from poverty, and from poverty being handed down from generation to generation. We don't like them thing there. That is what we were. We were poverty. We were corruption. We were bad government. We love people. We don't fight against people, but we war against those bad things. In housing, we're going to have at least 500 housing units built in each constituency. We plan to build 50,000 housing units in the first 5 years of our government. We're going to find public lands that are not used for agriculture, not suitable for agriculture. And we've already begun to identify those lands. And we're going to make those lands available to the public housing institutions like the NHT and the HAJ. And we're going to make affordable houses are going to be built on those properties. And when we sell those houses to the people, we're not going to charge them anything for the value of the land. So when you buy your house, you're going to get the value of the land free in the price of the house. You're going to be $2 to $3 million richer from your side in the same agreement. And if you can't find a deposit as a young person, which many young people can't find, we have our special young person deposit program where we're going to allocate $1 billion a year from the resources of the National Housing Trust. So that if you're a young person up to 35 and you've been contributing to the NHT for 2 years or more, you will be entitled to get a deposit grant, which you don't have to pay back, of $500,000 so you can become an owner of a house in the land of your birth. And we know that many people out there who are hustling money can't get a mortgage because they can't prove their income. They don't have a pay slip because they're self-employed, or they're employed to a small business that doesn't have a big accounts department to generate a pay slip. They might be a taxi driver, they might be a cosmetologist, a hairdresser, a barber, or just have a little food shop or a cook shop. We are going to say, you can come into ownership through being a tenant. We have the rent-to-own program for you. So you can't prove your income, that's not going to disqualify you. You can come into possession as a tenant, pay the rent, which will be equal to the monthly mortgage, and if you satisfy those obligations and you make those payments for a reasonable period of time, we're talking about 6 months, you will qualify for the loan. You'll be treated as having proved that you can service the mortgage, you can draw down a loan, you can buy the house, and you move from being a tenant to an owner of a piece of the rock. And for all those people who are living on land that they don't have title to, and they've been there for decades, and they've built their houses on it and invested in it, but they don't have a title, we have the Porsche program. And we're going to provide titles. We're going to make sure that you can acquire the land for a very reasonable price, and you're going to get title for the land and become owners of the land. And for all those unfinished Operation Pride schemes around Jamaica, we're going to finish those Operation Pride schemes. We're going to complete the infrastructure, and we're going to make sure that people get them title, because we want to make owners and people who can enjoy a good quality of life. And the Porsche program, we're talking about removing zinc fence and building proper sidewalks for persons with disabilities so people can live in dignity in this country. But to do all of these things, we have to get rid of this corrupt and wicked government. We need a government of integrity, a government in which the people can have trust and confidence. How can Jamaica be led for another 5 years by a man whose integrity declarations about his financial affairs cannot be certified by the main anti-corruption agency of the country? And they've referred that matter for further investigation to a law enforcement agency called the Financial Investigations Division, the FID. And what do you see happen? Somebody who publicly on radio was saying that the Prime Minister don't do nothing wrong. That is the man that put to head up the same FID to investigate the Prime Minister. And they changed the rules about who should be, what the qualifications were to get that position. Initially, when they advertised the position, you required 12 years of law enforcement experience, of which at least 5 of the 12 years had to be in a leadership position in law enforcement. And then they had qualified applicants, but they know who they wanted. They changed the requirements. Now they're saying they didn't even minute it. There was nothing in writing. It was just orally done. And then they get the person who they want, who is not qualified for the position. Time come, comrades. When I ask a question to you, what time is it? I want you to say, time come. What time is it? What time is it? Are you ready for a PNP government? Are you ready for Wickham Neil as your MP? Are you ready for Ayman Markiji as your Prime Minister? You sound like you're ready. You look like you're ready. I feel the vibes, and I know that you're ready. One love, comrades. Power to the people. Power to...
All right, and that was there. Mark Gold, the PNP leader, and he was speaking on the bus tour in Trelawney, and he reiterating the PNP plans, as you heard there. And a lot have been said, and one of the plan that he said some persons, like some Jamaicans, are not in agreement with of those plans. All right, and one of the plan included the same about empowering taxi operators to take school children. Yes, man, to take school children. And we're gonna give again and Mark Golin talking about that again to give to taxi operators to carry school children.
The MP coming with his own bus plan, his own buses, that he wants to say is going to provide a solution, a transport solution. It's going to be pure problem, I tell you that. Our solution is to empower the taxi drivers and the bus drivers of Jamaica with a subsidy that we will pay them so they can carry the bit to them, and you don't have to find all that money. And we're starting with 20,000 families, and as the economy improves, we're going to grow it till we're providing a proper subsidy across the nation to all who need it. and the transport sector, the private operators, the command them who have them pro box and them have them PR wagon, and they will be the beneficiaries of the money that is going to run for that program. So we're empowering the transport operators and we're helping the families. All right.
Yes, indeed. You hear them, Mark Golden there, as talking about this give taxi operators subsidy to care school children and some Jamaicans, and they were speaking earlier on I think it's JUP program about that same issue. And let's hear the comment here from some of the persons when they come on to taxi operators being empowered to transport children to school.
Yes. All the politicians, them, most of them have brand new car with no mileage, no run again. And people who have to have certain amount of money left, but the tires of Jamaica are 8 years to buy a brand new car with no mileage now. Yeah. So I think them are trying to put things in the wrong direction. Now with the taxi and bus one, them, we have to understand now. If them check them record, most of them bus one them and doctor charge for rape. Lord Jesus, that's true? Even for the 1 hour bus, not so I'll take them off my bus. You're too light. Yeah, man. So I remember, most I talk to man, I'm take people. So all you want to put people care picnic. The taxi man care one, and then what people miss by taxi man. Look what people taxi man I take it. No, that is a very serious point that you're making. Yeah, so that can't work. I mean, I allow my business for taxi care with my business. Your children, them are school age children, them too? Yeah, man, but me, your car, we go for them, but I'm just saying, adults. Yeah, I understand, yeah. You understand? Me not going to think that's the right direction. I know that, politics is a thing where you come and talk, because when someone comes to my head, most of them try to get a better argument from the crowd and make people look into it, but I think I read a wrong direction that they must say, pay taxman and bus driver. Most of them took a busman and drive reckless. And some of them probably not even have my license too. Right, because what you have country, but fitness is much in a car and bus. Look what if on the ferry. Is that bus pull over when you have reckless driving. So I put it over people. That's true, man. You make some good things. They must be looking for these things. In the right direction, when this going to bring some school buses, right, they get some good driver. And those bus are friends, so they must have safety night. Very safe if you carry school. Wi-Fi also. Right. You understand me? I said, yeah. The leader of the Jamaica bring up this school bus, work with it. Don't come and criticize it. Because remember, over the 18 years in power, I never implemented something there. I know this man come putting certain things just like them about the minimum rate is so low, but them in a cover for 18 years, But what if them usually put a $1,000 every time I raise? Don't it be in 18 years it'll be 80,000, the minimum rate will reach 18,000? Further than that, so them that do. Yeah, right. I'm just saying the 18 years with them out. Right? Because when them are raising up $300 and $200 and $500, them raising up to a minimum rate. Okay. Well, I'm glad you call and remind us about the safety concerns. Yeah. That's an important point. And we need to be talking about this more because this is a very serious thing. Yeah, we can't. We have put on the body, but something that is still come out of people, You never know, yeah. We can't tell. Yeah, man.
And you heard there from a caller to the JPU program about the safety concerns. And that's one of these taxi operators. They have records. I mean, not recording, records. Bad records in terms of criminal records. So not all, but some. And Jamaica, I think 500. I think Jamaica has a lot of legal taxis. Over 25,000 legal taxi in Jamaica, legal ones, and a host of them are illegal, and they have private person register their vehicle to carry passengers, and you have PPV and hackney carriage, and it's going to be a complicated issue here for Mark Gold when they plan to bring in this thing about to empower taxi operators to take school children, and most of the persons who spoke on this are not in favor of that idea. They prefer the school bus. Let's go now to more callers. Working at the courthouse, one boy from Donna which from me come from. Carry one. All right, let's go again. I rape or something and a lie. Working at the courthouse, one boy from Donna which from me come from. Carry one little girl, and when I say little girl from she in grade 7, and she could not say a word because Team Brother was one of the hitman then. Don't know which one me come from. So they threatened the little girl and say that any how she talk, he might go kill them family. And the little girl is so afraid. When tears come to my eye in a court, when we sit down in there when the little girl attacked from she's 7-year-old, and he never got prison until the little girl in grade 11. So just imagine 5 years of a trauma that is she in her school uniform and she in a grade 7, you know. And when she in a grade 11, the matter actually come to court and they deal with the matter. And you would tell me, say, Jamaica people really have a trade a bus system. My son ride the bus in the US with me live. And me no pay for fare, me no give lunch money because the school provide that for you. And every single morning him go on the bus. Me know when what time I come off of the bus, if the bus is going to be late, they send me a text message. And me know what time him go on the bus, when him reach school, when him go back on the bus to come back home. And me ever share that? Jamaica people need to wake up and look at the colonialism with Mark Golden continue because I think Mark Golden feel like the Jamaica people can't read. That's true. That is what I think he's thinking. That Jamaica people can't read. Jamaica people are exposed to nothing. Only him alone know everything. But what he knows nothing. Because we're not in a slavery no more. That we're telling. We're not in a it no more. What a piece of stuff. Wow, that was a touching call here from one young lady who works in Jamaica's court system, and she was in the courthouse when the student testified that from she's in 7th grade, she has been molested by a taxi operator and could not talk because the family member is hitman. Wow. Wow, sad. And we hear more persons who are talking out against this empowering of tax operators by Mark Golding if the PNP was to form Jamaica's next government. I have an organization about electoral thing close. I have it because we in rural Jamaica, we suffering with the food, and when you go with the tax service, and when you got the bus stop, just as all Mr. Van says, you hear them, no schoolers, and if them carry one, they not carry two. Alright. If them carry one, they're not carrying two. Situation bad now. Situation bad. I mean, we know that there were some issues, but we never know said it bad in a rural area. It's terrible. It is. People are hiding conscience on the one. It's terrible coming in and with them around the pond. Alright, I'll give you. You know, to the other day, one school girl will go up hill that way, come and live in a St. Millie. One school girl will go, I think in the Yorkers like Hills, and she take the taxi, and when she take the taxi, some more students go in the taxi, and the students come off of the school, come off of their school before hers. And you know, say, when she reach a fair school, she stop the taxi, and the boy will drive a taxi down stop with the girl. I said, after a long time, I'm not saying that there. You're there. So hold on now. When the people them in your community and say we have kids school age, when they hear about this, the rural transportation for the kids, are they
Happy to. Don't welcome it. Okay. Don't welcome it because for my kids don't really catch the bus. I think Mr. Boss say you have also small bus, but in the community and catch the big one on the main. Oh, yeah. Right? What if it's even that? What if it's even that? Mm-hmm. Then catch the bus and go away from the man the main. Because it's a tell Mr. Pretty, the little girl up. We got in that car, someone of them school at wrong, so she have to jump pull the car, it has to go and jump outside by the boy driver with her. What is it kind of slap me start, man? Yeah, and when they all out on and send go back a bus park, go park up and look, and then the police go take him up. So it is the best, it should bring them on the road with the taxi service. So welcome to school, girl. Oh, God. Alright. Welcome to school.
Alright, another lady there with another incident of taxi operators. A taxi operator trying to abduct a schoolgirl, but you must say that you have good person there run taxis. You have good, not all are bad, you must add. You have good, honest, decent taxi operators. But they set that do the bad things. Are giving the good ones bad name as well. But again, with everything you have good and bad. Even church. So you have good operators and bad operators. And the bad ones giving the good ones bad name. That does sound the reality. And there's a gentleman who made a very important point. Yeah, man, a very important point.
Yeah. You have these testament that pick up.
No, not gentleman. I think it was him.
I just want to say something about that.
Yes.
That's that. This man, I don't even know what God also said something to me talking about because you say I do want to supplement the money to the taxi man them. But still have the children there because no taxi man now go pass, no adult passenger road, and leave when his children is them, the children them, they're gonna try them to job up them stuff and shove them up and still try to beat people and to make the money from the adults and to collect the money from the government. So you don't help them. You never help them. Shit. I never help them. Well, everybody needs to be having this conversation in their community with their neighbor, especially those with kids, school age, Because this is a lot more, there's a lot more discussion that needs to happen about transportation. What them are come with is a dangerous thing. It never change nothing at all. The real change and the real progress is the school buses that were coming out of the country. That's real change. Yes. Because the sheet of children, them, it doesn't be more safer for the children to travel on these buses. Not with the taxi car. Taxi man, in the morning, it's a rush with taxi man, rushing to try to get the most trip by the morning hours, rush off with everybody going to work. And then if they come, it's another rush hour with them. So we end up not really trying to go on with taxi. Because one of them people travel through big days. So that's the time the children is going to the school too. So what's going to happen? What are they going to do?
And this gentleman raised a very important point. Now, when some Jamaicans with a hustle and scam mentality, if the PNP also win the elections and this plan also take effect, and let's say the Minister of Transport start to issue money to taxi operators, they would take the money from the government to care school children, and then they would put children aside, carry the adults, and make extra money. Because they've been paid already to carry school children, so you collect already, so it no matter. You scare some adults, and then you make them do one money 2 times. And you kind of scan the system. It's a good point there raised by this gentleman. Knowing some Jamaicans, they will do it. They will do it. Kind of scan the system, so I don't think this idea by Mr. Mark Bolin was properly thought out. As I said earlier, you just go on the campaign train, make up these things, like how Ninja Man make up lyrics on stage. There's no proper thought put into these things by Mr. Bolin. So I'm not sure about why that's a situation.
What they do want to turn off. So you definitely have to come off which part ever them want to let you off. When them load the taxi there, them put all 2, 3 picnic on top of them one another. The rest of them is adults. The taxi them overload. The bus them, when them pick up and have go down the hill there, where everywhere police there, them now go down there, them a turn off on different routes and get back road to reach the destination so the children them not safe. So can you imagine when them take up and girls, them carry all girls from back road? What gonna happen? This man no love Jamaican people, man. He no love Jamaican people because him share encourage and say even when they come in, them about the street that they have more bus come out. But the man I tell you say all bus and the old bus them better than the tax them. We have to get the loud music them. Some of the drivers them are mostly young people are drive taxi now. And sometimes I see the way they dress, them smoke and drink. All sorts of something happening at the taxi them. We were supposed to carry picnic at all.
Some of them are drink and drive to for sure. DUI.
Them are drunk you off in there and you can't talk, you know. Because some of them tell us, listen, come out of the taxi if you know whatever, not the taxi or whatever. Very old child. So I think this damn thing we're going to do is a very good thing. I'm hoping to spread to every rural area where the children them is in. Another young girl them was going to post them with the music them. When police see them in them, why you not in the school bus? Get them out of our school bus.
No more Lego beast. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, man. So you hear the person they're talking about the taxi operators trying to abduct school children. And again, we said that, and then you have good operators, and the bad ones are giving the good ones a bad name, right? So everything you have, good and bad. But it is so sad that these operators are not that on the program by Mark Golding wasn't properly thought out. And your person are not in support of this program when it come on to empowering taxi operators to be the main source of transportation for young children going to school. All right, and another plan there by Mark Golding, which was also not properly thought out, planning to build houses on swampland. Here we go with this one.
This man, Dr. Wickham McNeil, your next member of parliament.
This one?
When my father, and we know we have a housing plan, an ambitious housing plan to build 50,000 affordable housing units in the next 5 years. And we want to have at least 500 in every constituency. And today, Doreen Campbell carried me to a place them called Diamond. And we're looking into the river, the Buff Bay River. And them show me say the level of the river has risen to a dangerous height. And there's a lot of sediment and rock and so on. And the vision is to clear out that river, to restore it to its proper depth so it's no longer a danger to the communities on either side of the river. And use that material to carry around to where there's a swampland and dump up that land and make that land usable so we can use it for the 500 houses that we want to build for affordable housing for the people here in Portland.
Wow. Good day, Lady J. Thanks for joining. Good day, Lady J. Welcome to the program. Well, you heard here from Mark Golding. He said the river, the Buff Bay River in Portland, has risen to dangerous heights. So we plan to remove the silt from the river and carry it there to a property where you have swamplands, so they can build houses there on the swampland. Oh my God. And if you know Jamaica by now, that when they come on to building in Jamaica on swamplands, it's not, based on Jamaica's situation, it's not advised. If you check NEPA don't advise developers to build houses on swampland. And again, to build on swampland in Jamaica, I think it's a special permit to build on swampland in Jamaica. Alright? And it says here, I did up sure it said building on dump up swampland, of referred to as land reclamation, or building on filled wetland is technically possible. Yes, it's technically possible, but come with challenges and risk. Right? So Mark Golding is planning to build 500 houses on swamp in West Portland. And again, building on dump up land, building on dump up or swamp land, often referred to as reclamation or building or filled wetlands, is technically possible, but it comes with challenges and risk. And the challenges are significant. Alright? Making it generally advisable to avoid if possible. Right? So generally, it is not advisable to build on dump up swampland in Jamaica. But yet still, Mark Golding is proposing to dredge the Buff Bay River of silt and debris, dump the swampland in Portland, and to build 500 houses in Portland. Something that's not advisable. And here are some of the breakdowns and considerations. Permit and regulation. Wetlands are protected. Wetlands are ecologically valuable area protected by federal and state law and Clean Water Act. Alright, so you are not allowed to build just like that at swampland in Jamaica. So I'm not sure if Mark Golding properly went through his stuff before he actually did that. Make that argument. And again, with the, just to go back a bit now to the bus fare issue, the tax issue, Jamaica have this 10th highest tax fare rate in the entire world. Yes. Jamaica has the 10th highest tax fare rate in the entire world. And the highest rate in the world is Switzerland, followed by Luxembourg, and then followed by Albania, then Bahrain, then Mauritius, Kuwait, Japan, Venezuela, El Salvador, and Jamaica. Jamaica is US 2.98 cents per kilometer. The 10th highest tax rate in the world. Switzerland is number 1 with 4.7. So I don't know if Mark Golding did his research before he make all these pronouncements about these bold plans that he unleashing on stage earlier and was repeated on his bus tour. All right. Oh, well, we spoke earlier about Warmington use of the PNP. Dr. Campbell, he was calling for the police to arrest Warmington for his use of bad breed on stage. And I said earlier that if Warmington should be, because the law don't apply to DJs only, but apply to any Jamaican who use those language in public. But yet still, The PNP was calling, that's Dr. Nathan Campbell, was calling on the police to arrest Warmington. But look here now. Before that, I was reminded that when the PNP at their conference, DJs went on stage and cursed bad word. And there was no call then for any police intervention. So the same crime committed on both political platforms, but the call only come for one. What an idea, you really want to set a foundation for people them to demise. Yeah, man, idea to William houses and swampland. Yeah, what an idea. So again, the call, bad words were used on both platforms, both PNP and GLP platform. So if when they call for Warmington to be arrested, you have to call for the persons who use bad word on the PNP platform to be likewise arrested. Alright, so leave the call alone. But good thing though, Warmington made an apology. Yes, Miss Warmington, he did apologize for those words he used on stage.
My comments on the platform yesterday were inappropriate, and I regret offending anyone with the comments I made, so I do withdraw them and apologize. Story time, yes, sir.
So Mr. Warmington, he did issue an apology for those comments that he made on stage. Alright, there was a big hullabaloo in Christian Gardens some days ago concerning Mr. Terry Long and Raymond Price. Not them directly, but Terry Long and some Raymond Price think workers. They're replacing some political billboard for Mr. Price, and Terry Long objected. Do you know that Mr. Thompson had concert about? Oh, yeah, in Croatia. I didn't see that. I could repeat. It came up from the screen so fast. Yes. I just repeat. I didn't see anything, but something about Croatia. But it came up the screen just too quick for get to read it. Just repeat it. Thanks. Yeah, man. So as I was saying about what took place there in Christian Gardens concerning the PNP workers, and Terry Long were calling the PNP workers PNP criminals, and it upset the PNP workers. And let's take a look at listen to that. No.
Christian Garden are supposed to be putting up Mr. Price and all of that. Mr. putting up Mr. Price and all of that. Mr. Orlando Turlang. When he come inside of the scheme and in the day run off his mouth, I talk about the people of Christian Garden not supposed to allow all of this and Ray and PMP and thief, and with PMP did the 5 year 6 car load of money in Caricom in a Christian Garden a while ago. Yeah, and he's not a resident of Christian Garden. I am a resident of Christian Garden. You understand? And Mr. Turlang is so out of order. You understand? And a style that PMP criminal. After we are here putting up Raymond Price, billboard and flags, and the Turlang communist scheme with man attack us. Yeah, it's a Christian God, it's not a ghetto. It's not a ghetto. And they can allow PMP criminal to be here putting up flags. And when you look and he's the member of parliament. Billboard is there for him also. And we have billboard throughout all over the line for them put up Christian God cause problem. So if any billboard tear down in Christian God is Orlando Turlang and the terrorists and me.
Alright, and for the record there, I don't think no political party has the authority to tear down any other party billboard. Once you get the clear from the municipal corporation of the parish, no political party, whether PNP or JLP, are supposed to tear down any other party billboard, because it's politics. Everybody want to get their candidate out there to the people. Everybody want to get their people out. So once it's done within the law, no, if there's a Terry Long have a problem with that, he should report it on to the St. Catherine They said catching municipal corporation and see and look at and get a feel of the legality of the whole exercise. But you as an individual should not go in there and take them to the billboard. Take the matter to the municipal corporation and let them handle it. And should work on both sides. In Kingston, I think it's the KCC. Right? So in Montego Bay, the same will be municipal corporation. Handle those stuff. And they are non-party and they are non-political. Those corporations. So I think this issue should handled by those persons, not by the MP. MP should not be going around taking down billboards. Right? They go through the proper channel. And again, we don't want to see any form of violence in Jamaica. We don't want to go back to the 1980s when political violence ran rampant in the streets. No, those days are behind us. We want to go forward, not backward. So we don't support any form of violence in the country. I remember this PNP candidate, Miranda Wellington, who made a comment on stage. Yes, I think she made this comment on stage.
Good morning, Jamaica.
And she's now trying to clarify.
Good morning, Jamaica. To be an easy victory, but I wanted to know that we're prepared for war, and it's a war, a war!
And that comment went viral there by Miranda Wellington. But she went and did that explanation, trying to defend or clarify what she meant.
Good morning, Jamaica. Good morning, Southwest St. Elizabeth. I've had to respond to some comments that were made by myself on a political platform a few days ago. And it's alarming how much attention you get when everything is at stake in your constituency. I mean, and it's high political climate. I'm not making any excuses. But what was said on that platform is because I'm a passionate person and because I've had to be fighting so hard for the things that I know are right but are being done wrongly to the people. Violence. I do not support any violence. Everybody knows I'm barely 5 foot tall and I'm a peace-loving person. Everybody knows that I'm the first one.
AJ and Danzika, welcome to the program.
Disperse, dispute, and that's some of the qualities that I'm best known for. So my political head is political victimization, and I understand the game of the politics. You bring down your opponent for things that seems like nothing in any other time, but during the period of politics, it may be strong. And so I want to say to the people of Jamaica and the people of my constituency, I will fight for you. I am your warrior. Despite the challenges you're going through, I will stand up for you. And I will make your vote count.
Wow, you heard here from Melinda Wellington, and she said she don't support political violence. And she attempted to clarify what she said on stage about ready for war. But she's saying that on the stage, but off stage, she said she don't support political violence. So let's see how she will conduct herself going forward when they come on. But in this high-tempered election campaign era, we're calling both sides to have a peaceful election in this country because we don't want to see any unnecessary bloodshed. Because we passed through those days years ago, and we're hoping that we can have a peaceful election in Jamaica and no more of this war stuff as we go in this country. All right, Dr. Nathan Campbell, we did the bus tour earlier, and Dayton Campbell went on to explain the whole aim of the bus tour.
Mr. Daniel Lawrence.
Starting to show that we are in the ascendancy. Our people are fully energized and mobilized and ready to go, waiting on the Prime Minister to announce the date so that we can form government. What do you want to achieve? Well, this is an opportunity for us to connect with comrades across the different parishes for us to share our message. So we have different speakers. Each stop, we will have the candidate for the constituency speaking, along with a national speaker on a national issue. Each stop, we will have the candidate for the constituency speaking, along with a national speaker speaking about our plans, and also the party leader addressing the crowd. So it will give us an opportunity throughout the course of our travels to hear all our policies and for persons to hear from the leaders and their local representatives. What's the message? The message is time come for a better quality of life. Time come for a better Jamaica. We're not saying that nothing at all is going on, but things can be done in a better way. There has to be a better way. And we're saying to our people, hold straight, because better must come.
That was Dr. Dayton Campbell there of the People's National Party, and he talked about the aim of the bus tour. But over in Westmoreland, you may have a hard time to overthrow the incumbent, and that is Daniel Lawrence, because the persons in that constituency are supporting Mr. Lawrence. And it's for a second term, and he'll be up against Dayton Campbell. Let's hear the persons in Westmoreland defending the Daniel Lawrence.
And we know we have a housing plan.
You have the wrong click there.
Pick up yourself, one brother. One brother. Pick up yourself. Who are the big man? This somebody allow me. Who class is alive to throw that up. Watch nothing. Not change. I tell you that. Show up never right. Turn, this second. Show up never right. Turn. Talk about the flowers, the history, and the portraits. So they are born and then grow your they left it, who they left it, so they never dream that this would happen. You know, my uncle at 89 said, never knows the venture road would have fixed. So, thumbs up to Mr. Lawrence, not to mention, Burgard, big up yourself because Mr. Lawrence and you that is possible. And the support.
Venture Road, Betteltown, one road at a time.
Yes.
Show labor rights.
Show up. Successful come. So I have to bless him up in a man. I want more successful for him anywhere he go. So I give God thanks everything when he do for me right now. I have about to do and want to do yet. So when we bless him up the man, I mean in a little shop and I ask him to the grave see him where so I know where they send on because tomorrow I say check out myself. Everything. So I bless up Mr. Lawrence again and the big man. So we know so we are go we went at any time the thing call up, you know, we did a team, you know. And when nothing they go on, you know. So we see what we can we see successful turn. You understand? So the road look at all
right, you heard there from residents in Westmoreland, bigging up Daniel Lawrence. and is the man Dr. Campbell is hoping on seat whenever they go to the polls. All right, and there's a surprise element here. I'm going to tell you about right now. You know that the government earlier made an announcement that each member of parliament in Jamaica must recommend five families or 5 persons for the housing program. But persons in Arnett Gardens were not recommended by Mr. Golden. Here now, a resident speaking about that issue earlier on a platform. Wow.
And try. I said then let him be 2 hours in 20 people in the constituency. Remember, Mark Golden an MP, 5 of the house, 5 of these houses are Mark Golden. Listen what I'm saying. Him not have to use the money. Listen, if him not give the people in the free one that the government to provide, Mark Golden go dip in him pocket and give people them out of him pocket money. You see me I say? The government will buy free house him. Only thing he want to do, I just allocate 5 the people in the constituency who need it and put them up to get it. So if hold on, give me a minute. If people out of jungle, you see, me have people out of jungle, I mean them talk about. They say them not vote. I mean I say to them say why they don't give the other person the chance. They say they can't beat because they beat them to pack up all this. Alright, yeah, you know, see when me at the same thing. That's why the MP first to go get the house from him because the house is the pack up all this if they beat. But the majority of the people stand up, they can't make them. Exactly, excellent. Not only that, the question should be asked then. We shouldn't be asking that question. It should be asked is, why is it that they're sending, if you're not giving out the houses, then who is getting the house? Why are you sending them back to the government? Why are you sending them back? Poor people need the house. Because they want the government look bad. You put on Norma, you're misunderstanding. You put an emphasis to say to Mark Golden, and you promise the people them houses. Why are you not recommending your people? Is it because we're gonna get the praise for it? So if he's not, you set the people the money to say, go ask him because the government says 5. Every MP gets 5 to recommend 5 constituency, 5 houses in your constituency. Why are you not recommending the people? And it's
Wow. That is really sad. People need houses and the MP spend politics. Heard it from people from Arnett Gardens. They can't tell you from going because they say they might call it labor right. Sad man. People in Arnett Gardens need houses. And the government, I said each MP must recommend 5 persons for housing solution. They said Mark Golden refused to do it in Arnett Gardens because they say they want to cling to labor rights. So people need houses and you're there playing politics and people want a house. There's something wrong with that. Wow. Something is really wrong with that. Wow. All right. What a day, what a day. And it is so sad that that's how low someone can go. I can say them go low, we go low, right? Imagine member of parliament who should be provided for the people are depriving the people of housing benefit because it don't suit him politically. Something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. I know Jamaican media don't pick up this. Hi there to Marie Rose. Bless up there to Marie Rose. Welcome to the show, Marie Rose. Well, this is really, really sad indeed. Really, really. I think we're gonna take some calls now, and you can give us your thoughts. What happened so far in Jamaica? Legit, but he is promising to build houses in swamp. DJ say the person on the gardens cannot take the houses from the government, but man go and plant them in the house in swamp. We have build house in swamp. No, this is serious. Alright, this is serious. Alright, I think we have a caller here on online. Hello, welcome to the program.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. You plan to build house in swamp too?
Huh?
You plan to build a house in swamp as well?
Again, first let me ask you, who is advising Mark Golding?
Good question. What not true what you said, Ma'am Marinda? That's Maria. What's Marinda saying? I don't see it. And again, it's just Mark Golding, Dayton Campbell, and Dr. and Wagon. Peter Bunting. Just do them one thing. Do them one thing.
You want me to tell you this?
Uh-huh.
The whole Jamaica know that Peter Bunting is the leader of the Risers, not Mark Golding.
Yeah,
and he proved yesterday in the bus store.
Right.
Where Peter Bunting sit in front of the woman beside him and Golding Namigle.
So apparently now is the Rise United up front in the elections, not the PNP.
No, remember it is Rise. The election is between
Rise
United and the
JLP.
Jamaica Labour. Yes. The PNP is not in this race. It is between Rise United and the JLP. But then it is something that everybody know that is Peter Bunting is the president of Rise United, not Golding.
Yes.
And it was proven yesterday when them go on them so-called bus tour.
Philip say bravo. Philip say bravo.
Because I laughed yesterday when I look and I see Mark Golding like some clown, like Papi Show sit down in the middle. Like them are trying to hide him from the media because he have some questions to answer, so they are trying. And the pressure will reach him where them are telling him to come up with his birth certificate.
That's but when can I show it? Him saying born here.
Because he don't have one. He don't have a Jamaican birth certificate.
So I said him don't born here then.
Born where? Born where? The time when him saying born here, him mother the America, so me want with him and marry. Because when he say born, the mother is in England. So I want to know at that time if she's married in Don Barnier. And I under dream, I can't imagine. You say you're born here, you prove to us, show we. Say, see it there, look here. Yes, see it there. You're born here. You get up and I and I do this and I and I do that and I and I do everything. So guess what? We I and I want to see where you say you're born, because guess what? We don't know nothing about you. We can't just get up, take country, give you something run where we don't know nothing about you. So you can't just run off like a pirate. So show we say you're born here.
That's true.
You understand? Show us that you're born here. I laugh yesterday till I cry when I look and see increase up in the middle. like some little pitney where I look smart if you guide them.
Oh my God.
It just looks stupid in the middle, like look here.
Lady J say it's becoming a joke.
No, one puppy.
It's becoming a joke. I can't Lady J. It's becoming a joke.
You ain't come back with your feet and take it. You ain't come back for that, yeah man. They come back. Tell them they come back for it. Sorry, Don. Yeah man, so it's like a joke. Pitch up in a middle like some little pitch area. And guess what? We hear Dayton say they are in the he's in the ascendancy. I believe him. Because guess what happened? He's in the ascendancy to sit for another 5 years, sitting down in the opposition, squealing again and bawling. Because, tell me something now. You have a leader. Them say them have to lead. And you're going to tell me, say your leader in one position where if you need me to help to back you up. Him can't back you up. Mark Golding looking back up for himself.
And
He looking back up for himself because guess what? Not one thing. Nobody don't even like see.
but
The only if you notice, they did bust. Remember, you know, 4 going 5 years now since they in the opposition. And from them tap in the opposition, they keep on campaigning. And you're
yeah,
gonna tell me say you do one bus tour already. You remember them do one bus tour already? One island wide tour?
yeah, they flop.
Yes. And then come back again, say them do island. Why? If you say you're in ascendant, you're supposed to be chuckling now.
Well,
Calm down and chuckling now to go in.
well, this
Why are
bus
you
tour,
so worried?
well, this bus tour aside, I improved turnout compared to the. I say I improved turnout. Yeah, what? You have
So
a
if I
question? If they're natural crowd or the raw bike crowd?
no, this bus tour that turn out, if you notice, then take them from out of Mark Golden and Angela Brownberg. If you notice, they call it a bus tour. They're traveling, they're going in the parishes. They're carrying in, busing in people in the parishes.
Yeah,
Don't be fool.
as normal. They did it before. Yeah, as normal. Yeah, you can't go
Yeah,
to
right?
you can't go to Trelawney and I carry people from Kingston. It don't make any sense.
So when you busing people from Trelawney, from
Kingston
Kingston
to
to
Trelawney.
how you know your base?
Good question. Good.
Right?
No,
So
they
you know the base.
They might try to fool
They
people.
in a Trelawney. No, but they can't fool who no have no sense. Them some of the bus them in a Trelawney last night. I've asked people the way to come back up because they lost.
Oh my God! So them don't know.
They lost.
So you're
Right?
bossing people feeling like look like you're half crowd.
Yes, and we can McNeil turn up in a Trelawney. They talk about this is no imported crowd. What? The Prime Minister was in Trelawney with a workers' meeting. And you busting people from all about because people from every parish join up with them. Because guess what? They are trying now they are appealing to the base, and it is the base only because nobody else looking at them. And I tell you this already and I tell you again, I said nobody looking at them. So they are appealing to the base, the middle class people, and undecided. No one see them.
That's true.
Because they are wondering, say, look here, if them are going to in a opposition, what if them should not get the chance to be government? Look here, they not apologize to nothing. Then think like, look here, Jamaica belongs to them, and whatever them say, it's law. Look here, where they say and do, nobody don't look to them for apology or no nothing. Them just keep on going and them bully and them just abuse. What's the difference between them and the Prime Minister when him say him out there? What a difference! What a difference! You see leadership quality coming from the Prime Minister. What you see coming from Peter Bunting-led risers? Because Mark Golding is a puppet on the string, holding space like a space holder for Peter Bunting. Nobody don't want them. Not a soul of use to them.
Well, Lady J say he's on the stage talking and dancing funny. Like my mama have 2 left foot.
No man. And he having 2 hands, and as me tell you, say Mark Golding 2 hands is like they screw on. The hands them look as if like guess what happened now? Them deform them right, like them a robot, like so them pitch them on and screw them on.
Lord have mercy.
No disrespect. But in hand them don't look right to me. They look like say a something pitch on. You see, just like how you that look and see the piece of ear when you take one pack of bread and clap over in a head top or the wall in the ball out and then just use one pack of bread and clap it. Just the same with Mark Golding 2 hand. Mark Golding hand them they not stay good. It's like they screw them on. It's like some robot.
Wow,
and I don't know. Him look abnormal to me. It look abnormal to me.
Well, Lady J said,
just look on the side, just look on especially the right side. Mark Golding look abnormal. Them they either glue on, screw on, or sew on the hands.
Glue on and some super glue.
Yes, him not look right to me. And when him turn up and him just look like a nerd, him look like a voodoo doll. Him just look like some strange puppet, them British doll.
You make
look like them British dolly.
You make Lady J dead with laugh.
No, this is fact, and the fact of the matter is that we have never seen this type of clown of the Caribbean said them are opposition. We don't know them the type of people that say them are like a leader and an opposition leader.
Just imagine him become the Caricom chairman.
Look here, don't go there. Don't even go there. No, don't go there. fine. But if them things said the days are 70s and 80s when them carry on, we a different time now. So then war and then this and then that and whatever. I mean, never see an imminent election and neither the incumbent or the opponent keep on saying, look here, we win already and we are in the ascendancy and when we and welcome to the next prime minister and the next minister, and I've never seen this. So to me, they're losing their mind.
You say they are kind of delusional.
They are very delusional, and guess what happened? That is the only way they can get up and try to, they can lift the energy of them base, because it starts sinking on the base. It is impossible. They don't have a leader.
Wow.
They don't have a leader. Right there down in Westmoreland here, they are looking now to change Dwayne Vaz, to put somebody else in the space. Because Dwayne Vaz now cut it. You know, and because him a one PNP risers not helping with no money, and Dwayne Brook him don't have no money.
Not good. Mark Stewart say PNP a dummy.
Them pass dummy, them a dummy plus tax. And I have never seen a set of the when you look all upon the general sector, you can see delusional, you can see depression, you can see say, look here, the election is on me. What me I go do now? Because me fling out everything. Me fling out everything and not nasty. Me try everything and everything I feel. What else? What else me can do to carry Master Mark across the line?
See, hold it.
And it is just not happening.
Hold it. You give me your thoughts on the plan about the empowering tax separators to carry school children.
Eh?
What are your thoughts on that Mark Goldie proposal to give subsidy to taxi drivers to carry schoolers to school?
Let me tell you something. Him is as dumb as a dumb animal. The same thing that we are trying to avoid with our kids and the taxi men. That are the same people them in calling and say, him a go take money, give them for care picnic. The same thing when we are trying to avoid, and say, look here, the kids they must go and be protected by giving them their own bus where parents not sit on a yard and stress and worry.
A proper bus system for our school children.
A proper bus system for our. You understand? And at the same time, him the one side I try peer their policy. God no man. The man is as mad as I don't know where it come from, but trust me. I don't know, but him.
No, the part that struck me now, me say I couldn't sleep last time when I listened to the man say I build house. No, you have
to pay me.
When the man said I build house, that swamp was like, your order
here. No. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Last night I was listening to the thing where him say it was in Buff Bay, Portland, and I'm gonna dredge the river, use the material, dump up the swampland to build a house in a swampland.
I'm not coming down here tomorrow, so you.
Remember you're alive.
Yes.
Remember you're alive.
Yes. Sorry. Yeah, man, and you know, when I sit and I sit down and look about the swampland and this whatever. I wonder if this man sticking in brain or his mother thinking or what.
As you keep on asking, who will you advise him? Until you keep on asking.
Who is his advisor? Because
I don't have any.
Don't come on national platform and say, if you want river, one swamp, one dump up place where the caretaker carry him, go show him. And I look on it for dump off and build some house on the cabin or one house.
The place called Diamond in Buff Bay, Portland, and the Buff Bay River overflow its bank. So I'm going to take out the silt and the debris, dump the swampland, and build 500 houses on the swampland. And people have clapped. I was like, oh my God.
No, but
swampland.
Listen to me. You see everybody that was there clapping, not a soul here Wednesday. Not somebody here when say.
Lady J say, take black people for fool, according to Lady J.
Yes.
That's a serious thing.
So it seems
That's
like
a true Lady J. So true Lady J.
He chain them up. He have them chain up down. They chain up them brain.
I have
He
never.
go down there and chain up them brain. I mean, that's why I ask again.
Who advise him?
Who is advising this man?
Well, I don't think.
Who is advising this man?
Dayton Campbell.
This man, he need some reality check. He's as crazy as anything. And to me, him just go out and him just chat anything come him out. And no wonder if sometime before him take the platform, if him drink and jump. They really think say black people are idiot.
No,
and you know what?
I've never heard a Jamaican politician planning a housing development and said you're gonna build a house and swampland. Never.
You know what I believe? I don't know East Portland, he said.
Yeah, it's near the swampland, near the Buff Bay River.
So it is in East Portland.
Yeah.
Don't you know it, Isaac go there.
Yeah.
You have crayfish in a swamp. But the people that whoever was there laughing, all know they don't hear what I say. They don't hear what I say. It remind me of Dandan down here we talk about the people them and the pit toilet what they give them. And I know the people them are cuss and I say, but wait the man when they really go back and watch it. Them I wonder and say, what? Where you go about pit toilet? Where you take with her? So to me, they just go around and then just talk a bag of foolishness. And just go around and then, alright. So then get up here now and then take them, then sit down and then say, Lord gosh, no man. All we do two protests from Dennis Chung and it don't lift the needle.
Yeah.
We go back again and we get up and we dip and just statutory declaration in our lift the needle. We go back and we get up and we are talking about war and sitting in our lift the needle. What else we are going to do? You know, say we are going to jump in our bus.
And see.
And go around because.
Upset work.
Yes, and see work because Mark Golden can't say we none at all. You know, coming like say all we have beat Andrew and whatever and thing and Andrew, anyone of Andrew member them down, you know, anyone of the seat them. Andrew can give Andrew can cross and give them a strength. Not this year, man. More be less, him go good and him go ask about, are you ready to Marky J? Are you ready today? The next 5 minutes, are you ready today? Marky J? Yes. Can come, man, can come. You know? That's all. And me go build 500,000 or 50,000 house. And me go this, and me go give you no money to do this. And me don't give money to do that, and me don't give money to do whatever. And all kind of that. Foolishness.
And it's full
all kind of nonsense and foolishness.
And it's full rent to own program and it make no sense.
But if you notice this big push more rent to own, then I push so hard about you again because nobody now listen. Not a soul listen them. And as I tell you again, say what they keep on doing is keep flinging things, keep dashing out, then just a catch up and then just get one whole heap of rubbish and just a dash and hope. Okay. So right then, look here, this is it. This stick. And again, who is advising Mark Golden and the whole risers?
All right.
Bag of jokers.
All right. You must get some feedback on the bus tour.
The bus tour? What? Well, enough.
Kathleen said time come PNP.
Well, I would say time done.
So time come PNP.
I would say time done.
So time done for the PNP.
Time done. PNP, they need a leader, they need an advisor. They need more than one advisor because they were really banking on integrity commission to take them across the line. And they believe say by now the integrity people them in the office. We have near 15 million worth of taxpayer money yearly to party and tell lie. They think that would have get them anywhere. But Kathleen, I don't know which part time come there. Will and come again.
No,
time
man.
come if you look a leader.
Or she said time come, I don't know, she said time come PNP, I don't know what she means, the time come for the PNP, if you got in a time come for the PNP, I don't know what she means by time come for the PNP. She said time come. Lady said, Lady said they need a leader. Well, we all know that. Lady said, it's something we keep on saying on this platform.
So Kathleen need to make it be known if she means that time come, for them get a leader, time come for PNP come back in a, time come for PNP come back. We need to see back the real PNP we want. And Dudley did promise me to contact L.A. Lewis for me.
Well, I try calling, but they don't get no answer. I try calling, but no answer.
Please leave a message.
Kathleen said time now for Andrew to go.
Kathleen?
Mm-hmm.
Time come now for Andrew to go to call the election again to send this third opposition leader in retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Look here, it is hat trick. Andrew have 2 goal down and a hat trick. He's on the third. He's the only builder and the only big baller. Number 10 in here, Kathleen, so get used to it.
Well, no, and this platform, we facilitate both sides because we don't take sides.
Yes.
So, yeah, we
right.
facilitate
So,
both
yes.
sides. Lady Jason, real PNP need to stand up. Good lady.
That's what I'm saying.
The real
PNP need to stand
up.
Along.
Yes.
Because we need the real PNP.
Because
we need the real PNP.
So Kathleen, what you're seeing is that PNP is Rise United. Right, Kathleen?
It's Rise United. So Kathleen, we need the real PNP
to come forward. The PNP
we
of...
need our...
The PNP of
Portia
Simpson and Michael Manley. We're not seeing that PNP at all right now. Because
right?
Manley...
So we need the real PNP. The risers are like the third parties then we are coming and can bingo. The risers is another, like one of the third party iron balloons. They cannot bust.
And I remember, I said to you earlier, I remember when I was in Waterhouse in the years, when Michael Manley come to Waterhouse, come keep a meeting in the Carolina crowd. Michael Manley come with 2 police and him is about 10 persons called Michael Manley and less than 10. And the Waterhouse Square jam-packed with people just to see Michael Manley. No?
Yes, we are
and Portia,
dying to see.
I go know if you are busing period from Kingston to Trelawney. If you get a crowd, something wrong with that. Something wrong with that.
Let me tell you this. I sit and watch Portia's last election campaign. And when I look and when you hear say, Mama P coming, member say, although me never vote yet, I was one of who will believe, say if I am voting, I would be voting for Portia.
Yeah.
Portia, there's everything about Portia. Portia is the full package.
Yeah, man, Portia is a brilliant person.
We need to see about the Portia's PNP.
Right, the Portia and the Manley PNP.
The Manley PNP.
And the Portia PNP. What you're seeing now is a total joke embarrassment. You're seeing embarrassment.
This is not the PNP. We are seeing risers, tapanaris, gangsters. Or we can say risers, tapanaris, pirates. That is what we are seeing. We need our PNP. We need back the real PNP.
Yeah, we need the real PNP.
And whatever it takes, we want to see the real PNP.
The real PNP come back to the fore.
Come back, PNP. Come back at the front of the class. We never expect to see that general election coming up and the PNP is nowhere to be found. The PNP lost. We are seeing now the JLP going up in an election against the Risers United, led by Peter Bunting.
And what we're seeing now, if you're not seeing Risers, then they push you out.
No, as I tell you again, I said Dwayne. Dwayne is not a bad guy, you know. But because Dwayne did back Peter Phillips, they are not so much in Dwayne.
Because in that is a PNP, is that a riser?
He's one PNP, and because of that, they don't give much to Dwayne because Dwayne did you never dare not back Mark Golding for his bid when he was going up for leadership and expect you can cross anywhere near there.
All right.
You have to be a real tuggy with some soldiers behind you like Damian Crawford. Let me ask you something, Dudley. When last or how close up you see Damian Crawford on their tours?
Well, he's hardly on the tour.
Is on the tour?
Hardly, no, I don't see him.
Okay. And
he's a PNP, not a riser. He's a PNP.
Have you seen Damian as one of their point man?
No.
Damian is one of the leader in the risers camp right now where people listen to.
No,
you know what them do with Damian? You know what them do to him?
Him sideline him.
And I tell you again.
Damian is a PNP, no, not a riser.
Damian is a PNP and Damian's ambition is to
lead the party. Him and Lisa Hanna.
Right. And because Damian's ambition is to lead the party, they won't have nothing to do with it.
Right.
Nothing at all.
Yeah.
And as I tell you, just watch the tone. They don't have much to do with him.
Yeah, because they push out Phillips from Papine, the councillor.
Yes, man.
Because she back Lisa Hanna.
Yes.
Garfield Jones from Sheffield, Westmoreland, out too. Ian Miles.
Yes, no man, they say you never dare back anybody different from Mark Golding.
All right.
And survive. You will not provide.
Right. And there is one thing that the PNP, right, I said this on Jeffrey platform recently, and never like it. I said the reason why Andrew Wallace is not the Prime Minister, it's PNP fault. Why I said that? Because in 2016, the PNP stole their own campaign money. In 2016. This is no propaganda, this is something that is documented by the PNP treasurer. That 26 million US went missing and 6 PNP names were called, top people were called. And the PNP had no money in 2016 and that led to Andrew to win the elections because the PNP misappropriated their own campaign money in 2016 and that led to Andrew to become Prime Minister. So I said that on a platform, but it's a pro-comment platform. So Kathleen, welcome to the program, and we are here to bash anybody, but we are speaking the reality. It is PNP fault why Andrew Holder is not the Prime Minister. And not me saying it, it's in the PNP records, documented by then PNP treasurer. And also, Dr. Carl Blight, after PNP lost election in 2016, he was speaking to Emily Shields and RGR. And he said, and I quote, the reason why the PNP lost elections is because they stopped drop money in the big yard. That was Dr. Carl Blight's exact words. PNP lose election because they stopped drop money in the big yard. Ask Carl Blight what he meant by that. The PNP stopped drop money in the big yard. Carl Blight said in 2016 why the PNP lost elections. And also, the PNP treasurer reported that the campaign funds went missing. 26 million US. I was told. So Kathleen, it was giving you the facts, Kathleen, right? Without bashing the PNP. I just say that the PNP now has given, as now, on the back burner, given the preference to Rise United. And this election could define the outcome. And most of the diehard PNP is not in support of Rise United. And if Kathleen didn't hear us on other program, we said that when they rise at the march in Hero Circle, the councillor there, Patrick Roberts, sent a bus to Jerusalem for persons. And they said that, yes, Kathleen, and they said that they're not going to support any Rise United protests. So we don't, so it nice at that time that they can support your party, Kathleen. We don't have any issue with that. But the thing is though, we're just speaking the reality. So the PNP of now is not the PNP of the portion and the Manley era. It's a different PNP now. It giving back, it's now giving, it taking a back seat to Rise United. So it's more like JLP against Rise, the election of JLP against Rise, or JLP against PNP. So we're hoping that very shortly we can see that the real PNP come out to the fore. And someone pointed this to me, and I started to take notice that Peter Bunting never wear the orange. Anyway, when the campaign, it was Peter Bunting in the orange gears. Have the blue, the Rise color. Look at all the videos of Peter Bunting on the political platform. He don't wear the PNP color. They revive the race and they revive the riders. Yes. Check out the videos. Go on YouTube and look at the videos. Yes, no, go on YouTube and look at the videos. Look at Peter Bunting attire. The last 2 years, Peter Bunting don't wear the PNP orange Ganzi. He wear blue, which is the Rise color. The last 2 years. So what statement is he sending to Jamaica then? Peter Bunting don't wear the orange PNP color. He wear blue. So read between the lines that the message that Peter Bunting is sending indirectly. Alright, I think we're gonna join our right hand McLaren. I think we're going to join a call here, so and get a feedback here about this PNP proposal to empower taxi operators to carry students, and also Mr. Golding's plan to build 500 houses and some plan. Should really say, Kathleen, go where? Alright, so I'm not sure. All right, I think we maybe have lost our call here. All right, I think maybe I'll get back. So we're gonna look at those two things put forward by Mark Golding, as I said to you a while ago, to empower taxi operators to carry school children. And also the proposal in Portland to build 500 houses on Dumpland. And also is Andrew say Marky Shatner is the one who should go where he come from. Wow. And that's still up for debate as to Mark Golding true place of birth. Because Jamaicans are calling for Mark Golding to provide his birth certificate, and the call came recently from the JLP's Pearl Charles Jr. and it also came again publicly from Lawrence Rowe for Mark Golding to again produce his birth certificate to verify that he was actually born in Jamaica, and the calls keep coming left, right, and center for Mark Golding to show his birth certificate. And also Pearl Charles Jr. also called him a political scammer. If it was for a thing that Jamaica would have been a first world country. Wow, good guy. Come there from Sherrod Griffiths. Wow. Yeah, man, come there from was it for Finsack? Jamaica could be a first world country. That's a good observation, because Finsack is seen as Jamaica's genocide, Jamaica's financial genocide. Yeah, man. come there from Cheryl Griffiths. Yeah, good comment there from Cheryl Griffiths. And people that want orange, good. If I listen to me over the park, over orange shirt, good. Praise the Lord. We wear the orange shirt more often. And top with the blue shirt. every time I see Peter Bunty I went check out that video. Master Backram Nabania. Come there from Allen. Master Backram Nabania, wow. Coming there from Allen. Wow. And I still maintain the fact that I'm not too eager to jump a same down born here. As I said earlier, I heard people saying that they have evidence that Mark God was born in Jamaica. I don't care he was born. The fact that he is the leader of the party is disturbing. Wow. And Pearl Jr. to show his sister certificate that she was denounced US visa before she talk about Mark Golding. Well, so US citizenship mean or visa. Censorship, as you citizenship. Alright. She can't be in parliament, she's an American. That's a fact. Right? No American can be in Jamaican parliament. If she's in the parliament, she's in there illegal. If she denounce it, she can't be in parliament. I don't know if she's in parliament, I'm going to check. But under Jamaican law, she cannot be in parliament. Andrew Barnia, his parents Barnia. Well, let's get the facts straight now. Alright? Before we go descend into unnecessary chaos or chaos. None. Alright, Trevor said, even if he was born here, is that way he speak down to people? That's true. He talk down to people all the while. That's true. And the fact is, if Mark Golding even is a British citizen, he is in Jamaican Parliament legal. I said over and over. But if Pearl Charles' daughter still have a US citizenship, she can't be in Jamaican Parliament. No American can be in Jamaican Parliament. Angela Brownberg had to give up her US citizenship as well. She gave it up. So did Darren Vaz. So to Darrell Vaz, I think Gillian Robinson also dual as well, but with England too. He has it too as well with England. And it's 3 persons I know so far give up the American citizenship. Edward Tiaga gave up his dank years ago. And Angela Brunberg gave up hers when she became MP. And also, who else? And Vaz. So nobody can be in Jamaican. Charles already rubbish the PB propaganda. Charles, right? So don't follow the propaganda because listen to facts here. Nobody can be in Jamaican Parliament with the American citizenship. Nobody. So let's get that straight. You can be a foreigner, but have to be a member of the Commonwealth, like English, African, New Zealand, Australian. Those kind of people can be in the Parliament because they are members of the Commonwealth. But American, no. Canadian, no. Mexican, no. European, except England, no. So let's get that part clear. So with that, you have to speak facts and to spread political propaganda. So yeah, man. So no foreign, no American can be in Jamaican Parliament. There's also rumor that an Israeli is in the Parliament. When I check it out, it's a rumor. It's a rumor. But an Israeli in Jamaican Parliament. Well, Edward Tiaga gave up his. I said that on the program earlier. And Edward Tiaga gave up his citizenship when he was 20. And he went to Parliament at age 29. So the Tiaga things are non issue. Not even an issue with Tiaga. He gave up his citizenship. Tiaga was born in America. Right? And he gave up his American citizenship when he was 20. And entered Parliament at 29. So 9 years after, he gave it up. So Siaga thinks that that's a non-issue right now because Siaga was in the parliament as an American. So that's a non-issue. That's a non-issue. Went to that over and over and over. Paul Child, 2 children are within the law. Trust that. Alright, that's the lady they take to Kathleen. Mark Gold that give Jamaica don't mean that much to him. Wow, qualified Sherrod Griffiths. Wow, let's wait and see. As I said, Mark Golding don't have to, because if Mark Golding have a British passport, he don't have to give it up. Because under Jamaican law, it's in the parliament legal. It's a choice. There is no law that says he must give it up. Alan, don't go there. Don't go there. Alright? Don't go there. Ali, don't go there. Don't go there. We don't want to bring that part of the man's life on the platform. Right? Don't go there. We know the facts, but we don't want to put on the platform because we don't want to drag the wife through this because of politics. I would say we know the facts, but we're not going there. Right, Alan? We're not going there. Alright, and see if we can get though. Alright, and there is no law. The fact that he lied about his kind of appearance he is. Well, Mark Boyd lied about a lot of things. I can tell you one barefaced lie that Mark Boyd told, a barefaced lie, and I have it on his platform on video. If you ask some PNP now, how does he need to give up the Jamaican people need to? Well, that's a point, but I say there's no law that say he must give it up. There's no law because it's British, so there's no law that say he must give it up. It's a personal choice. You don't have to, But some may say, well, if you want to be a Jamaican leader, you can allegiance to Jamaica and England. That's a point. But then there's a law, so you have to give it up. There's no law. that's a point as well. And we don't want to touch that part at all. We don't want to get the American thing too much because we kind of stay away from the American politics. Alright, so yeah. Yeah man, so that's just about it. So I will say Mark Golding by law don't need to give up his British status because Britain is a part of the Commonwealth. I said over and over. But some person may say, well, if you want to be a Jamaican, he's an old finsack pirate. Well, he's an old finsack pirate. Wow, the chat room was busy with this defending their party. But when they talk, we don't see the talk facts, we don't just spread propaganda. So we're not the propaganda platform like other persons. Anything we talk here must be the facts. Alright? And there's another platform. If it said over that Mark Gold is in the parliament illegal, and that is totally not true. Alright? So don't say that on this platform here. Mark Golden is in the parliament in Jamaica legally. But on other platforms, it said over it said it's illegal, which is, I said, not true. So we don't follow the rumor on other platforms. So again, you want to keep the thing going. So again, so Jamaica politics and people, wow. We're trying to see what people are saying there on the platform here. Alright, trying to get a view there, what the people are saying there. There on the platform. Alright, as you continue here inside the program. And what persons are saying there. As you continue here. And you can feel free to call and give us your thoughts. And again, We're not here to spread any political propaganda. We just talk the truth as them unfold. All right, wow, comments, a lot of comments here coming in the platform. Wow. Yeah, go to them now. Lady J saying different vibe with the leaders, and Kathleen is saying, oh, Sam Sharp is the same PNP. I said no, it's PNP and Rise United. All right, let's get to another comment I didn't see before. I say like, is a Finsack pirate? Wow, and there's a lot of comment here. Reading the comments here in the comment section here of the program. Cheryl say if he wasn't born here, it is that the way to speak to people. He wants to govern. Come on now. All right. Kathleen is saying that Alan is saying that Kathleen no need to get a week. No, we'll have a week back apart again. So Cheryl talk about the child already rubbish that PNP propaganda about the passport thing. All right. They just the PNP need to stand up. All right. Wow, a lot of comments here in the comment section. Coming here from even that is a Danzika said, do you know that Thompson that concert has 500k people who are recording Croatia? The other understand this comment here from Danica said, do you know that Thompson has concert has 500k people who are recording Croatia? I don't understand this comment here from Danny. Please clarify this comment. I'm not sure I don't know what you mean by this comment. Oh my God, what a comment there. Please keep the comment up. Wow. The comments are coming in here and there. Wow. Lots of comments here coming there on the live chat. Lots. Wow, debate is now going on there in the live chat. All right. Sure, Griffiths, yes. Again, please keep the comment clean, so we don't want YouTube to start to block people. So please keep the comment respectable, so we don't want YouTube start to take action against any of the subscribers. So please keep the comments clean and respectable. All right, and we're going to see if we can get an update here. People are commenting instead of calling. Well, that's choice. All right, we're going to see if we can get back there to our callers here. We're currently. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, you're back on. You went off. You went on mute. I don't know why.
Oh, I went on mute. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right. So, but yes, I was wondering because then I was there like, oh, and then I wasn't hearing anything. So, you know.
Yeah,
yes, I can't. The chat is really busy.
I see you and Kathleen and Lady J having a discussion of a chat. But we say we don't want. I said, Lady J said, Cheryl said, I love this lady. If I Cheryl Griffiths. Look, is you war lady? She love a war lady.
Yes, man, but it's a fact. I love you too, Cheryl, because as an undecided voter, I could have, if Mark Golding the Mark Golding led risers give me nothing to chew on, nothing at all. So there's no way we could have really said, may I go with them.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see the real PNP stand up. I want to see the real PNP. Right. Again,
well, Cheryl said,
what is happening to the real PNP?
Cheryl said, thank you. Enjoy, listen to you. Said thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
I think we have a call here. Do you have Jenna call out here online? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, you're live.
Understand me?
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, no, I see a call coming in, so I have to.
No, I say you're live.
Right. So I'm asking. I know. Yes, I just said that. I said I joined something, but I want to know what it is about.
Well, we are now we have World Aid online as well, and we're talking about
Yes, I'm here.
we're talking about Mark Boland's two proposals they put forward to Jamaican people. One about empowering taxi operators to carry school children, and also planning to build houses and dumpland in Portland, and his rent to home scheme. Think those things will have an impact or will go over well with Jamaican people?
I don't know much about the land there.
No, I want to build houses. I want to build houses on swampland.
Swampland.
Yeah, in Portland. Near the Buff Bay River.
Well, Dudley. And the other listen, let me say this, you have to take things into consideration.
That's our war lady.
Yes.
Let's take this into consideration, right? Let's first look at the thing they call politics.
Yeah.
I think in Portland, we have to call a spade because if an MP doing something good, our Prime Minister talk about it, then brand you as that side of party, as if to say, that person not doing anything good, I must not say anything. I think the vast family is doing a great work in Portland. I've been there, and that to me, no, how long that land is there? And there's some form of jealousy, probably to me to say this is what I want to do as well. Because I think I heard something said that they're going to do a bus terminus in St. Thomas. We don't want people because I think they fight against the buses there. Right? So if they're going to come and build stand land now, if you're going to build terminus now, and you're fighting against what the person doing there. No, why are you doing that? And for the coming back with the land now,
it's politics.
I am not sure. It's all politics. Because the fact of the matter is, how long is going to take them to build to dump land? You can't dump land within one or 2 years.
Well, he said,
you can't dump land within.
He said, no.
Sir? Hello?
Yes, miss. Hello?
Let me tell you something. What the risers is fail to understand is that guess what? Today, they of politics are different from in the 70s, 80s, and 90s when they just dash out something and people just make noise and don't listen. You have silent voters. They are very effective and undecided voters. Silent voters don't make a sound. You don't hear from silent voters. You feel the hands of silent voters. And they are not stupid. Silent voters are the middle class people. Them sit down and they know what they want. Let me tell you. And remember I told you today that this election coming up is an election that you will see the most middle class people come out for vote. And you know why? They will, to what them see coming from the risers. Because remember now, middle class peoples are very much concerned. They themselves are asking for their PNP party. They're wondering where is their PNP party. And they know that the risers are very dangerous. They took down the PNP and they took out Peter Phillips. What will they do to Jamaica? That is a question that is on the mind of many undecided voters and silent voters. The risers are some dangerous pirates. They are like, what happened? It is my way or the highway.
Let me say this, you see.
The lady agreed.
I have saw two PNB did something.
And it could be the worst thing to do as politics, worst thing to ever do in life as politics.
Well,
And to be very,
I'm cutting 1 second. I'm cutting 1 second there. There's a person online who's an architect, and he's saying that to prepare swamp to build houses, it will be expensive, and the people who intend for will never afford it.
That is it, because right, very expensive. They can't hold on. They can't. To me, I don't know much about swamp, but I don't think we can dump a land to make 500 out of that land is going to be dumped within 2 or 3 years.
They don't say nothing about so, and they don't say nothing about so. And again, let me tell you this: the people at the meeting, if you notice, not one of them there hear one word when say about swamp and dumpland, and then think they win. The risers think they win because guess what happened? They go inside and they gang up and they laugh. Because them say, look here, look how we say, and then did a blow hand. They don't hear what we say.
Well,
They don't hear what we say, they don't understand us. And again, it goes right back to the silent voters and undecided. They are the one that is going to take home this election.
I'm wondering, Mr. Bowley made his pronouncement. Is him stupid? I'm thinking Jamaican stupid. Which one him?
He think black people stupid. That is his thinking. He think black people stupid.
Of course, all right. When a person is going to come out, a young miss, and that, no, let me say that. No, let me not say it. When a person is going to come out and say, I'd rather live with my bad road. I'd rather live without water. I'd rather go to the river than have a jail fee party.
It is dangerous.
It is dangerous.
That is coming from somebody who is die-hearted. That's the fight of a die-hearted person.
Hold on, that tells me.
Okay.
It doesn't matter the bad road. It doesn't matter don't have any water. It doesn't matter the amount of war and crime and as long as people is there. War, fight, bad road, bad water, as long as people there is fine. For me, that's what she's saying. You see the point?
You know what it tells me? That give me, you remember the thieves and Christ and the cross?
Uh-huh.
Who did they say they want? They prophecy they freed, yes.
Barabbas.
So those set of risers are the set of risers that is 6 or 1 of those not the other. Those set of risers can only account.
Can only accounts.
They can only account. So they're not business with nothing. Those are the set of risers that continue using ladder bag for latrine. Those are the set of risers that the same pot they cooking, they use it to bathe in. Those are the set of risers that just live, throw up and throw them clothes over light wire, and them just live like catch up as they go around the bed, and them just no business, and them just come out and them just go out and anything where you can't give them something to eat today, and then those are the set of risers, and they are the dangerous set that if we don't mind sharp, they are the ones that choose our government.
I mean the ones who just enjoy us live off of the bus ride and the box food and the $1,000.
Yes!
That for them is good life.
That's why I tell you that this election is going to be won by undecided voters and silent voters. Silent voters will not sit by. Remember, this election will be the first election that has a big woman ever vote. Me always tell myself, say, I'm in a them something now, but guess what? Maybe my vote will be the vote that make a difference.
Wow.
I could never.
And
these risers are acting like the old pirates. Yes, they rabbi.
And this election have a second significant story to it because this election now is that only that Jamaican Prime Minister also Caricom chairman.
Yes, and how would a British citizen be a Caricom chairman? Tell us. Tell me now.
Caricom chairman. And I think And I think Mark Golden need to come to Jamaican Parliament and show his Jamaican passport to put all the issue to doubt. To rest.
I think that is what's happening to Mark Golden right now. He's so worried because he might say, what if we win, then all hell no broke loose, everything no come out? How me I go deal with this?
I have to show Jamaican in Jamaican birth certificate. It
right?
shows he's born in Jamaica, not just word them out.
And with due respect, we have never had a prime minister that when they stand on the international stage, they don't represent us well. Even Portia represents us to the police. Mark Golden cannot.
Oh my God.
He can't put himself together and he can't represent because he cannot. So Oxford Patois cannot stand on the platform and represent our Lady Jamaica. And firstly, he have to go learn he's a leader of the risers, and they have to learn. Take Mark Golden and get him because he needs to put himself together. Start carry. Mark Golden is treating the Jamaican people like going carry himself, and in our world.
Jesus Christ.
Dudley.
Yeah.
And listen, the other lady there. Let me say this.
What war lady?
Say that again.
War lady.
What? Oh my God. All right. The reason why I believe that PNP they don't perform well. You see, if the PNP should be in the next government election, PNP don't have to work because they're going to tell themselves, but they're not fools, you know. They are not fools. If Andrew only do so many things for you, I want to vote him out. You're not going to do nothing. I can't vote no safe. So I don't do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That is easy. There's not do anything.
But you know, even though they're not doing nothing. They're not doing nothing. Because sit and depend. Right. So what then? I'm not doing nothing. Yes. But guess what I do? PNP is in a spot of bother right now. I remember I told you on this live that PNP is in a spot of bother. Why? They were solely depending on the Integrity Commission to take them across the finish line with lies, misinformation, and height of wickedness. It's the plots that they were heading in and believe by now they would have been in government because election was called from 2024. Remember Julian Robinson tell us? Peyton Campbell tell us? Julian said when the boss, election have to call.
Well, I heard that.
So they were solely depending
on
Pantan and his crew.
I heard Andrew only
them into government.
I heard Andrew only saying Indo Joseph Bryan said show up. Well, I heard Andrew only saying Indo produce a knockout punch yet. But I'm wondering knockout punch could include a big card for Mark Golden to show his birth certificate.
Don't give somebody tell you something. Don't tell me that. You are a prophet that you just come up and I argue with this thing from since week that you say you're wondering if the knockout punch is that. Just if somebody tell you something look like man.
Eh?
Somebody pinch you and tell you something?
No. I'm wondering if that is a part of the price of knockout punch because that right now is the beast and the beast hit now to Mark Golden if he can't prove when born.
Hey. Hello.
That's the biggest thing to Mark Golden and he can't prove if him born because again, I remember after that clip earlier with the Jamaica Young Police. We live in Joseph Bryan with Young Police. He said he wanted to interview Mark Golden on this point about his place of birth and his program, live on his program.
You want me to tell you something? Something is there brewing. Something is there brewing because my husband tell me he said them sit down and them just cast their eye and them a look. Alright, they send bus again, you know, for my husband to join the tour to meet them in a down in a this. And my husband don't go nowhere. Him say nah go nowhere, nah go with them because he knows that they not. He said he know they don't have nowhere to go, and he said they can't wait because them just a hold them can and keep themselves to themselves because they don't want they say when they lose and them cause them to lose. So them allow them to go along with their something because they know after
No
this,
Beverly, no relation.
the PNP have to come back up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I'm going to say that one of you do you know that right now. In Jamaica, you have education that is pretty free, up to even a degree, free of cost. Free of cost, you know that?
Yes, I know that. My daughter do it. My daughter was straight up, free of cost.
Free of cost.
We're straight up.
Yes, I heard about it, but I don't know the details. I heard about it, but I don't know the details.
But I'm telling you right now that I am doing a degree through art, not even at dollar IB. And I'm telling you that.
Wow.
Of course.
Not even a dollar. This is something I'm telling you. From me, I'm not telling you.
Wow. Well, Cheryl say if PNP win, right, PNP don't be Rise United.
Yes, and that is what is brewing right now. And again, Dudley, I ask you, have you seen Damian Crawford busy in the campaign in this few last month?
Damian Crawford is no.
Yo,
all right.
No. You know you're right. You're right. You haven't seen this one, you know.
No.
Look here, I won't say more.
All I can say is that Damian is not a riser.
I said to Dudley already, and I will say it again here. For security reasons, I will not mention the name of my husband or which parish he's from. What I'm saying is that the one PNP will not allow the risers to damage the party any further after this election. They will rise and take back their rightful place. It is not going to be easy, but they decided to whatever it takes. Because when them see a one, and I say, my husband tell me, said the one who disappointed him the most is Michael Phillips. After what they did to Peter Phillips, Michael Phillips joined them. And on it, they're wondering if Michael is psycho.
I was surprised to see Dr. Phillips on the Rise protest. I was shocked. And then now apparently he's on some medical leave, right? And he can't attend Parliament. But he find time. He's on medical leave and can't attend Parliament. But he can find time to on the Riser March.
But when he was on the Risers March, when he come off, he start foam like bullfrog.
Jesus.
When I chose hard from bullfrog.
Oh God. Well, hopefully.
Right now.
Well, wish him all the best and hope he can get back his health. But I mean, it shouldn't be at that match, none at all. Shouldn't be there.
The one PNP were very upset. Did you see Damian on the march?
No.
Okay.
Damian is not a riser. He's not a riser.
Okay.
So not surprised. Right. He's not a riser. Now Philip Paulwell.
And again.
Now Lisa Hanna.
Again.
they're not risers.
What are they doing? What are they doing now? Is trying to see how far they can go without the one PNPs. So when push comes to shove, they say if by default they will get up and say they win without them. You won't see Damian get a position, not even the shadow cabinet after the election.
Wow. Although it is spokesperson on education.
You hear what I said, sir?
I loud and clear.
Okay.
Well,
you won't see Damian. And that's why they're pushing out every one PNP. They're bolstering around Margolin. That's after the altar club. You will have as much people to when they're coming up against him to stand to say, all right, no. Remember I told you on your platform.
Yes, it tell me a lot of things and them all is proved to be true.
And I ask you again, who is advising Margolin, Peter Bunting and Dave Camp?
And again, they advise each other. And they can talk with so much foolishness.
And
about a Bill Osman Sun plan.
I have 3 persons in mind that I think would have done a very good job
L.A.
being
Lewis.
an opposition leader. L.A. Lewis, Queenie, and Amari. Those three persons would have rise to the occasion and stand up and do a better job than what is happening right now with the three risers mosquitoes.
Shirley Forbes said chop.
Right?
Could we see make Shirley Griffith a dead with laugh? Shirley dead with laugh.
L.A. Lewis need to come forward.
Hold on, let's imagine L. Lewis as Caricom chairman.
L.A. Lewis. And it would be symbolic, you know.
Symbolic.
It would be very symbolic because
7
would have been a born Jamaican, a son of the soil. You understand?
Lady dead with laugh.
But seeing Master Mark as Caricom chairman could have never happened. Nevertheless, we don't know how him and that the piece of bread they were so in the head would have gone. Because every time breeze blow, it lift up and you see the ball. And I mean, I wonder if I trim him like that. Or I saw it stay. I wonder if it's a style where it roll in at the top off and head they so peel out like foul in their lay. And they saw one piece of bread and just lead. They saw one pack of hair and just lead it across. And it's stylish. And I really believe they can get a weed worker to clean up his face because to me it look like only weed worker can hang his face.
They make sure that make Lady Jane that they did laugh. Oh my God.
No! We have never, and I wonder, and I ask again if him and Ralph, what name, Gonzalez or Gonzalez is a relative?
Ralph Gonzalez.
Because they look alike, they carry their step alike, they dress alike, and they chat alike.
Look how Jeffrey a good friend.
And they put always look like I see a water boat them wear.
A Jeffrey good friend, man. A Jeffrey good friend.
And Mark Holding is not Prime Minister material. I'm very sorry. Look on this man now left. Go over Portland and look on the buses and go and talk about 100 old bus where the man is so disgusting. The man is sickening. And I think he needs to see a psychiatrist. I don't think he's in his right mind.
Let me say it. There are three persons. There are some persons that I see, right? Because if truth to be told, Edward Siago is one of the best finance ministers then. Nigel Clark come and overrun him. That's just a reality. Colonel Charles was one of the best transport ministers. Darrell Vance come and overrun him. That's just a reality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I'm still waiting because, to be honest, I think my man was doing not a bad job. But they pay me, man, the name.
Omar Davis?
Omar Davis?
No, not Omar Davis, man. They pay the agriculture, man. You can't talk about this.
Roger Clark? Roger Clark.
I think Roger Clark.
Yeah.
And my man is stepping, Fried Lord is stepping up his space.
Yeah.
Right?
No, so, are you serious about Roger Clark and not so bad?
I think Roger Clark wasn't too bad when it comes to agriculture because he said that Jamaican people are very lazy, they don't love to farm, and I totally agree with that. You know? And he was trying his best. I think Floyd Lloyd is stepping up the space.
Floyd Green.
Floyd Green. Right? Well, I think my man, Mr. Barrett.
Yeah.
No, man. Barrett, man, the tourism.
Oh, Head Bartlett.
Head Bartlett. He has made, I don't think everybody in the Caribbean is supposed to give him what. He has made his own thing. Nobody, he surpassed everybody.
No, he's in a class by himself.
Well, Cheryl said Clark was the best one. Clark was the best. Cheryl said Clark was the best one.
Best what?
Best of agriculture.
I agree with you.
Coming from Cheryl say he's one of the best. Clark.
I agree.
Yeah, it's a good one too. It's a good one too.
What is your name again, Carla? Me say me can't call you by your name.
Yeah. Just a Mark, man. Just a Mark. I work with
Mark. Okay, all right, Mark.
I have Michael Manley as a very good visionist.
Yeah.
He was a good visionist. I want to be very honest. Andrew always surpassed Michael Manley's vision and do a better job. What I want to say, there are people who then, I comment, so I'm not going to say there's nobody that's ever done anything. There are people then, but what we are saying, there are people present surpass them.
That's
because
true.
when you can take a bus to Portland, another country, that is tremendous job. You can't criticize that. Whether old bus or new bus, time going to come about a new bus, it is a tremendous good job. And at Jamaica, we must speak the truth. It's an excellent job. Everybody overlook Portland. I think some people at Portland are going to see stoplight for the very first time. Them life stoplight for the very first time. Kentucky.
And that's exactly what I'm saying. And that's exactly where I'm going when I spoke about undecided voters and silent voters.
So the election is up. So the election will be determined by the undecided voters who are now leaning towards the GLP based on the last polls.
And silent voters.
Who are now leaning towards the GLP side based on the last Blue Dot poll.
Yes, and silent voters, you don't hear nothing from them. The man in the election, they walk to the election booth, mark their X and go back at their yard, not a sound and go watch their TV or their phone.
Well, I tell you, 1980, the silent voters were the ones who voted against Michael Manley in 1980.
Look here. Let me tell you something.
They were the ones who voted against Michael Manley in 1980, the silent voters.
I am a businesswoman and I'm telling you what I'm picking up. I listened and I observed. They will not give up on Andrew. You know what most undecided voters are saying today?
Tell us.
Where is the match for the Prime Minister? Where is the match for the Finance Minister? Where is the match for the Health Minister? Where is the match for the Agriculture? They are matching and saying, can we replace B for A? Can we replace Dick for Tom? That is what they are doing.
And look here now.
Right?
The match is in the PNP, not in the riser.
Thank you. And every time they say, when they look and they vote them up, they're saying, I'm coming to Johnson City and the Angela Brownsburg. Like, seriously? A fly green to a Den Campbell? Andrew Michael Holness to a more Carrigo Brincom Golden? Andrew is the chairman for Caricom. Mark Golden is the chairman for Carrigo Brincom.
You know, say one day this week, early this week, I was in Augustown. And there's a very nice, pretty, lovely community. And one of my friends said to me, you know, so I just name top 12. All the war and the body thing in August, I just said everything. I'm saying, hey, you serious? We hear about it. Some say, oh, what happened? He said, this also there.
All right.
Yeah.
And they are saying, those who are doing anything. Even though they might, let me tell you something, if the Zozo, what them call it?
Zozo.
If they were not there in Augustown up until this day, the whole place is mashed up. It said it is the Zozo that is keeping Augustown up until this day. And I'm a brethren, I'm a Christian, I'm a minister. He said to me, you'd rather them stay.
All right.
Okay. I'm going to go up with the top 12 where we know.
And you say he's a minister, right?
He's a minister said that to me.
He's one of the silent vote. He's one of the silent voter. He's not going to stand up him just about vote because he want peace.
Yeah, nobody don't want a war. Nobody want peace.
Yes. So you have decent people that, and again, see, Miss one lady on TikTok where she has say she passing the Risers crowd yesterday, and then thief her phone out her back.
Jesus.
Yes.
So the Risers campaign from the Risers campaign from the PNP.
Yes.
So you know.
The PNP don't have no
They
campaign.
take 2 months phone out her back. The Risers them hope that them a pickpocket, them a thief, them a do everything. Then glad see the old thing to carry on their antics.
Well, and then, war lady, you said something earlier that
Yes.
it kind of come out to me now when they said the persons who were at the bus ride in Trelawney, they couldn't find,
Yes.
they went back to Kingston.
Yes.
They were lost.
They were people direct them and them ask them way back to come out. They come in and it look like Mark Bolin gone and front left them. And they were asking their way back out.
They were driving on the what? They were driving vehicles.
They were driving vehicles for bus, yes.
So that being said, they are not from the area.
But we know that they remember they're tourists that they line up and they head on and remember them I go tap your so and they gang up and they make well nice or them a blood and fire.
Sure, and the folks say, boy, murder.
And they carry on. Yes. They lost in a Falmouth. Four bus load of them lost in a Falmouth.
Cheryl say, serve them right.
Let me say this. You see what that lady said? It will be war and war. Let me tell anybody. Anyhow it was Mr. Warmington said that, I know the media not done with it.
Wow, that's true. It's true.
Anyhow,
no,
that was coming
anyone did one member from the JLP say
Warmington especially. I know the media not done him until this day. They not done him, and they come from people and everybody silent.
Every civil society gone in a hibernation. JFJ in a hibernation. Trevor Monroe mouth zip up. Archer. Carol, what's your name? Carol what?
Carol Narcisse.
Carol Narcisse. She in a Narcisse. Janet Calder. All of them, everybody, TVJ, RJ, or the Gleaner, the Gleaner don't even as much as report on it. They don't even as much as carry it.
That was never said by Warmington.
Wow.
It would be
the firestorm.
It would be the Gleaner lead story and headline. And we don't expect better because remember, Matalan came out and endorsed Mark Golding.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen this in all my life. And what I noticed, and it pushed me more to go and vote for the Labour Party. Though I have never seen crime down, Gleaner no carry it, RJR no carry it. Poverty down, RJR no carry it, Gleaner no carry it. I remember one man in Cliff used to talk about if Gleaner carry one story. Not no good in happening in the country, the Gleaner or RJR group carry it.
Wow.
They don't carry it. If it's not nationwide, dog me and we suffer. We don't hear nothing at all. More than anything at all with bad news. And that the Gleaner them sinking and carry. And when the crime rates go down, the Gleaner not have no appetite for it. But when bloodshed is full on their front page every minute.
I'm going to say this. I said to somebody, I'm going to say nationwide is a political party. I'm not going to say that, but it's what I'm going to say. If JLP should win this election, I have a lot to do with nationwide. You're going to ask me why I say that. Listen to the king. After the local government election, Dan Anderson ran a poll that the JLP, the PNP is leading by 10%. Listen, 10%. I said to somebody, because you see me in Jamaica, I'm listening to politics, I know what is what. I said to somebody, It is impossible for any government to win an election. A couple months after the other party lead by 10%. And I said to the person, once me I tell you, anytime election is near, he's going to run a poll that the PNP is leading by 3 or 4%.
Thank you. Why they say the exact? Why did they say the exact same thing? Why did they say the exact same thing on this platform about 2 weeks ago? Why did they?
Yes, man. Yeah.
You said the same thing. You said the same thing on this platform about 2 weeks ago.
Same thing about it. But just aside to keep the people in there. So where is that 7% gone now?
It was just to keep them the momentum and to back up with and this will set that narrative to back up with what were coming from inside the Integrity Commission. So they were expecting an election in 2024 to wipe the JLP out. And lies, misinformation, and type 2 error poll findings. I keep saying it. The election, it was a plot by them in the Integrity Commission's office and them. And if you think it's not a plot, why is it that every month? No. Can somebody on the chat answer and tell me if the IC organization is running a cameo inside there? No. I asked a simple question. Well, no answer. So if we don't know if a cameo is there, why every month a briefcase of money go inside the Integrity Commission office? Why and for what? And who is it coming from?
Sure, Ungla laugh. Sure, Griffiths Ungla did laugh.
Who is it coming from? And why is it that the guy, Kevin Evans, who used to be Peter Phillips' main advisor, would take away the briefcase of money and whatever happened, and he didn't report it?
Oh, something fishy. That sounds fishy. That sounds strange. Something strange. That looks strange.
And it takes the deputy commissioner to come out and say, look here, every month transaction, a big sum of money go up there. Is Cambio inside the Integrity Commission organization?
It looks so.
Do we have a MoneyGram inside there? Do we have a what?
A Western Union.
A Western Union is inside there? What?
You Augusta Cooper. Happy Sabbath blessing, everyone.
Tell me why every month excess amount of money go and from who? And why?
That's
Remember,
strange.
no, we are not stupid. Remember, every time they went on a platform, you would have heard them shouting about who under investigation, from who are illicit, from who not this and from who not that. And everybody name, every time we hear them up and them are gone. So till it end up, the truest part is that when they talk about, when the report go to Parliament, and when it was announced and confused about the Prime Minister's appearance and Bangkok and whatever, remember, Dayton Campbell come out and said, if that is the only thing, the only report from the Integrity Commission, he would stop listening to them because that is not the only thing. And he was begging, because they were going into their conference, and he were taunting and begging the Prime Minister to really go and release the report. Or release it. Because they didn't want it to go up on the platform, and they were nailing it on the platform. And when the report read in Parliament the Tuesday, the same 180 page and 70 page and nonsense where they write up and carry on their most antics is. That was what the PNP sent to write up all over the place, and them carry on the whole bulls. So you can see that it was well set. Because when that come out with the Prime Minister, wow, it was going to be so devastated that they didn't have to call an election, and they were going to sweep the place.
Pure nonsense indeed.
In the fall.
You just a couple say pure nonsense. Going from you just a couple says pure nonsense. It's
pure nonsense.
Pure nonsense.
170 pages of rubbish. Rubbish, because if you do 170 pages and you can't come up and say guilty or not guilty, what are you saying to us? Are we stupid? You $31 million to a forensic, international forensic expert to come. If an international forensic expert
I can't see it all now. I can't see it all now.
What an international forensic expert would have come to and left where a FID out couldn't find. Could have found. And where is that report? When the report there, taxpayer pay for it, where is it? Why is it that they took it and hold it for themselves? You said 170 page go in a parliament, so where that they did? Where the 180 page, because that would have made 180 page. Where is it?
Well, Cheryl say, God will punish Jamaica if you vote for Mark Golding.
Right? And how long will they do? God got that Prime Minister covered. Because if it wasn't for God Almighty, I don't know who will stand up to this.
Yes, Eugene Cooper.
I don't know who will stand up to him.
But,
to what they do to him.
Wow.
To what they do to him to climb going to government and the fall.
But look here now.
And
next year we're gonna flap Mark Golding again. If this come out further, it talked about it earlier about the government said each MP must recommend 5 persons for housing solutions.
Jesus.
And up until this day, Mark Golding don't recommend one from Arnett Gardens. And the person who want house can't ask for it because they say, if you have a house, they must say, yeah, Labour right.
Then if Mark Golding, if his staircase tear down and pop down and tear up all old man in there, and Mark Golding going, they go turn up within 2 hand them cock off like them pin on. In going, they go turn up within 2 hand them cock off like a robot, like a shoot them and like a they straw on. And he there look where Mark Golding left Obama's go build much house.
Right. And
right, he left Obama's go build much house and all of him wealth. And that in a offshore. He saying don't even own a house in a Jamaica. So them the people don't this time he tell themselves you not take the house. Them.
Yeah, until they don't take the house. Who take the house a Labour right?
Oh, him bitter.
Jesus.
That bitch.
No, sir. That's sad.
Let me tell you, say the man is a pirate, man. He is a pirate.
Hold on. Hold on. Somebody said Angela Brown-Burke don't take any either.
No. She don't take none neither me here.
Wow.
Don't wonder why.
This is serious.
Don't wonder why when Mark Golding turn up in a sun, he start feel like senile. When you touch him, he start to
Jesus.
Skin start to come off like senile.
Hold on there. I work at Roots FM in that constituency. And they have a chronic housing problem. And the MP for the area, Dr. Burke, don't take any house for the people in the area.
No.
That is sickening. That is serious.
Don't wonder why. Nobody can tell me say. In the constituency where the Prime Minister, but I used to get the people them are act up. They are the one that cause the people them to be acting up and don't want to shake the Prime Minister and whatever. They are the ones that cause all of those. From what they say. And so.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Then I just stand so and do it. They are the ones. And full of fat. Whatever they say, they bleed off of it and carry on.
Bro, this is serious.
Yes. But I would advise those people in Angela Brown-Burke constituency, don't listen her. Because guess what happened? Them have to be down there using ladder bag. And when the Prime Minister give house, inside bathroom.
Right.
And them have to be down there throwing up their clothes from wire and zinc fence and all kind of something. Meanwhile, Matilda Brown-Burke not live down there. Right? And she not live down there, Matilda Brown-Burke. But you know why we think she tell them to take in either? Look how she carry herself too. So she, guess maybe because she carry herself just like how Golding carry herself.
But I wonder, but she is one of the person who is in Jamaica's safest PNP seat.
Yes. She not Jamaica's safest PNP seat where pumpkin are growing a road down there.
And she can't lose. She's in PNP safest seat. And Angela can't lose her seat. Pinland and vote PNP straight. She can't lose that seat.
Vote against her and run her out.
No man, that is one seat PNP can't lose.
Yeah, because they will get them unalive, you know, if they don't go vote.
Right. That is over the years PNP safest seat.
Yes.
It became safe by Porsche since many years ago.
So
It's now PNP safest seat.
That's why they take them all, load them up in a bus and have them and drive them all over the country.
It appear like say boy the people turn out to see the risers.
Look here.
It's all for the video. It's all for the video. It may make good video.
Yes.
That's all. It make good video.
They want to make it look as if guess what happened? There are things that happen to them.
And crowd follow the party and ray, but you know they can't fool me. They can't fool me.
Him peak, Westmoreland peak in the local government election already, you know, where run as general election. So right, that's why him park up like all chuck, you know.
Yeah, it peak too early. It peak too early.
It peak and done.
It peak already. Actually it peak too early.
So when you see him grow on and talk about when I become prime minister, he can only sit down and dream about prime minister. In peak already, and
not only prime minister, Caricom chairman.
Oh, Caricom chairman, you love that word. He is the chairman for Caricom Caricom, and that's where he will stay. So he will always be the chairman for Caricom Caricom, and nobody no grudge him for it because I fit him.
Oh my
fit
God.
him very well. So we have two of them here. One chairman for Caricom and one chairman for Caricom Caricom. And if you think and joking with the Caricom Caricom, remember when he go abroad.
Yeah, you know.
And when he did within Caricom Caricom and holla and attack when no going to be easy and who media buy out from who media.
Yeah, I know them buy out have them old people pay or businessman buy out pool and the media that cover and the media that cover him.
In taking care of Caricom and he carry left way and he take it from half of Jamaica style and he carry pan American style within Caricom Caricom.
You just
and he holla and he ball and we look pan when him did they sit down saying the king theater side is Angela Brownberg. When you look at Angela Brownberg to Kamina Johnson Smith, you wonder. And when you look at Angela Brownberg to Lisa Hanna, we then take with the position from because she is not risers and take it give Angela Brownberg. What a disaster. What a mess. Huh? You must be caught where the people are really drama.
Well,
and it goes right back to say, if you don't support him, you can't stay in camp.
Well, Sharon Farb said, why they love him more and more. I have a crack up come from Sharon Farb. She love him more and more. You have her crack up. Come from Sharon Farbs. You have her crack up. The chairman for Caricom bring come.
Yes, the chairman for Caricom bring come.
The one that will take the world.
Right, so we have a Caricom chairman, which is the prime minister, and the risers leader is the chairman for Caricom Caricom. And he line. Remember when he get up out in the push passport pass in the front where I look at the time when he's 47-year-old before he get his first passport.
But a Jamaican passport don't prove you're born in Jamaica.
47 years old. When you're 47 years old before you get your first Jamaican passport. And you're going to tell me, say no. You sit down and get interview and tell the interviewer say you stand up in a line, in a British line like everybody else. Forget British visa and your passport. And like, what a no man. And when me look around, me never see nobody have him like say you that say, well then he under no illusion. So they kick him up or nothing, so he did have to tell lie.
David Palmer said, you guys cannot stop the PNP. But at the Palmer said, when I stop PNP, you stop risers. When I stop, we can't, no, we're not PNP at the election. We can't stop PNP. PNP not in the election, it's risers in the election. Not PNP.
No, but him can't go and talk, him can't go and say all when they say no.
It's Rise United, not PNP.
Because, no, the fact of the matter, they stop already before they go.
We need back PNP.
They stop already before they go.
Right, we need back a PNP.
So-
We're not
so
seeing
them- yeah,
we're seeing Rise
exactly.
United. We need back PNP. To have a strong PNP and a strong JLP. But we have a strong JLP, a weak PNP, and a so-called strong risers.
That's exactly what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying is that guess what happened? We have never seen a third party. And a third party have never passed further than which part in an election. And the risers is no different. So Mr. Glenroy, you can say, I mean like how you spell it, it is really golden. But I don't know, Mr. Glenroy, you're delusional. You're delusional, and you know, I understand your feelings, Mr. Glenn. I really understand your feeling, but I saw you go.
No, we don't stop. We not stop PNP. Right already stop PNP.
No, right. Him said golden one PNP. No, but Glenroy, I fail to understand that golden is not one PNP. So
Golden's riser.
It seems like Glenroy is in the 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. And it can only accounts. Glenroy, you only can account, sorry.
I heard when the election was in United States, more than one person, I heard a lady stood out and she said she is the real Republican. But based on what she said, she's put America first and she's going to vote for Democrat. So this is what we want to see happen in Jamaica. Now tell me foolishness, but you're on a bad road and rather what because you're a dietist and it don't matter where my dietist. What Jamaica needs to know. And that's why they will keep them in poverty at all the time because they don't want to know the truth.
Right.
They don't want
Thank you very much. Exactly.
See? So you need to know what do you want in your country. And let me tell you something. If you want to see young people, especially young girl and young boy, go on our police force. Never in the east of Jamaica. It's just so much young people in the police force. Because
And they look nice, okay?
never in the east of Jamaica.
And they look so nice. You see them in their clothes. They look so nice in their clothes. And you can see they're happy, they love their work, they love what they do, they're happy.
Well, the police now is the envy of police force in the entire region. I mean, crime reduction.
Yes. I wonder why Glenroy is not on the tour with Mark Golden.
I don't know if
The
that
risers.
maybe it's a PNP and not a riser. I don't know.
Oh, Glenroy, show your hand, no man. Are you a riser or a one PNP? Because we are batting for the one PNP, you know, Glenroy.
Not risers.
No, we don't believe in third party, Glenroy. Especially the third party, the blood and fire. What coming with blood and fire? We don't really believe in them. So we don't believe in third party that cannot. They can only accounts and you know they only believe in 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other Glenroy. Come on, man, step up.
I'm black build a house past swamp.
Glenroy, this swamp, can we go down? You will drown, man. What are we taking in Glenroy? Come on.
And if I get the bus service for get taxi man
Come
for
on,
school to take them away.
Glenroy, the parents them happy with the bus service. Come on, Glenroy. It's only a risers would have turned up and can't talk about 100 whole bus.
Old bus. I import a taxi man. Figure out school to go to school.
Hey, no, come on, Glenroy, do better than that. But Glenroy, why the oil in your name looks so big, Glenroy? 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. Glenroy, go set the oil in your name good.
Everybody laugh. Shirley laugh. You just a couple laugh. Everybody start laugh. Everybody that did laugh now.
Fix it, Glenroy, fix it.
Shirley didn't laugh. Everybody didn't laugh.
Glenroy, the oil in your name big like the patch of ball in a mark goal in it. Fix it, man. Fix it.
Well, election night will be live on election night.
Glenroy will be balling election night. Boy, hello, the last election is to get Dudley. I never see too much. The last election, I don't know if it was risers. I guess the risers were laughing because they plot against the one PNP. So when the one PNP lose badly, they were there sitting and laughing. The one PNP, them they will then dropping a money.
But the last election, I was on radio in Jamaica, Roots FM, and I said this on radio that PNP lucky if they win 20 seats. I said that on radio. I said that on radio. The last election, I said PNP will be very lucky if they win 20 seats.
Well,
I said it on radio in Jamaica 4 years ago. On Roots FM 96.1.
Let me tell you something. Where's Glenroy? Come back, Glenroy, fix it and come back.
Oh, it can't count now. It can't count.
Come on, it account.
Yeah, Samak.
So your prediction now. They're lucky that we don't win the seat this time.
It looked to me like the risers might only win only on their safe seats.
How much you think them can win?
About 10 or 12.
So you give them about 10 or 12?
It look right now. The risers can only win on their safe seats. It look right now.
And the one PNP then will win their seats as well.
Their safe seats.
Yeah, they're safe seats.
Who is winning the risers?
Eh?
Peter Bunty.
Who is winning
By Mark Golding.
Peter Bunty, Mark Golding, daytime camp at the three riser front runners.
The PNP is not in the race. They are not in the race. The PNP is not in the race.
Oh, so it's one of a PNP party then?
No, right now we are having the risers is against the JLP, and remember third party has never succeeded in Jamaica, and the risers is a third party. The one PNP is in hibernation.
I have a list of the risers here. Peter Bunting,
Yes.
Mark Golding, Angela Brown Burke, Dr. Fenton Ferguson,
No,
Ian,
remember, yes.
Ian Hills.
He's not in the race though, yes.
Ian Hills, Maurice Weber, Colin Fagan,
Who is Weber?
and
Who's
Donovan,
Maurice Weber?
a co-councillor,
Okay,
and Donovan Mitchell. Those are the main risers, the main upfront risers.
Yes.
Well, Cheryl say Bunting lose again.
Cheryl, I am going to I'm going to speak it as I see it. Bunting had 1 foot in and 1 foot out. Because we are not hearing much from his opponent.
Well, on the ground now, Dr. Campbell, Danny, the guy who against Danny
Lawrence.
Danny Lawrence.
Mm-hmm.
People in Westmoreland say, boy, it deserves a second term.
As I tell you, because I sort of have some insights. And
Cheryl said, mark my word, Bunting will lose.
All right, I hear you, Cheryl. I kind of have some insights in some of the seats and where I can give a little touch, you know.
All right, next time you come on, you're going to delve in that some more details. And we can get some seat who I think to go. I know some key JLP who might lose to, you know. But next program, because almost out of time now. Almost out of time. So yeah, man.
Where is Glenroy? Come on, Glenroy, man. Let's start, man. You know, you're one of our. You know, you're one of our. Oh, watch out, but Glenroy is here. Glenroy fix the owner, man.
Glenroy knows say. Glenroy knows say we need a strong PNP, not a strong riser.
Glenroy can only accounts. Because Glenroy say 100 days over, my golden time now. What he know? Glenroy, is it time now or time come now? You change the slogan to time now? Glenroy? Glenroy change the slogan to time now.
Time now. Time now.
No man, KNOW. Time now.
Time no?
Come on, yes, no, KNOW.
Time no?
Yeah, that's Glenroy change the slogan.
That's
so
like Monty say I are the one.
Yes, this is what Glenroy see what we not see. Come on, get right time now. I believe it's no time for them for true.
Like
Get right team for now. Get right 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. You're on it, get right. Time now. So get right, is it KNOWRNO? Which one I know you're talking
no,
right?
it's said time no. I mean,
Yes.
no, I think it mean time no something. What does time no?
That's what I want to know from Denver because that's what I'm saying. Denver need to come and explain to us.
It's a time no.
Yes, him say Mark Gold then time no. So Denver is right. Mark Gold in time no time for him.
Time no.
You're right, Glenroy. Glenroy, you're right.
Sean Forbes said Glenroy need to cross over.
Glenroy, you're right. Glenroy is the world greatest.
Yes.
Yes, man.
Sure, I did laugh. All right, I think we're gonna wind down the program in 5 or so minutes from now. Wind down the program in 5 minutes from now. But it's a good program so far. Glenroy, clap. I clap. Oh yeah, clap Glenroy.
Yes, man, I must. It's a Mark Golden time no time for him. That is good, Glenroy. Glenroy, see where we are sick.
In convert quick.
Yes, 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. We will take him.
Well, if Glenroy is a PNP, that is good. But it's a riser. It's a problem.
I think Glenroy don't know if he's a PNP or
I'm a riser.
I don't know. I don't know when the 6 or 1.5 dozen of the other. In no when there.
Glenroy better be a PNP, but don't be a riser.
Glenroy, I can't give you. I can't get you some alphabetical charts.
Glenroy gone.
Yeah, man. Glenroy needs some help. He need assistance, and we have to be our brothers keep and help, and see where we can drop in and help. Glenroy, there's no shame in your game, bro.
Well, no, we're gonna try to find out if there's any more PNP MP who telling their person don't take the housing offered by the government. So far we heard that as far as Mark Golden and Brownberg so far. I wonder if there's any more PNP who are doing the same thing.
More they were there, the risers they were there. Then come back and drop us a number we can contact, We want to help you.
But it's but the two objects so far.
Yes.
How come there's a difference? There's a difference. Somebody said this is a difference. There's a difference.
Yes, no, there's a slight difference between them. You have the PNP where Damian Crawford, they're suffering right now because they're one PNP. And Lisa faced it. And Craig Oates was one PNP and he feel the blunt. And the only one, but in Risers, dog, because see what they do to Lawrence Rowe.
Alright, for the person who don't understand the Riser, explain now. The person, the PNP, who don't support Mark Golden, are the PNP. Ones who support him are the Risers.
Risers, yes.
So Mark Golden sideline the PNP who don't support him.
No, if you don't, and if you are even one PNP and you cross, Risers and you cross him, you're out.
Right. If you know Mark Golden word as a riser, him don't support you. If you are PNP.
Look here, you will see if you are even risers and you see him at 12%, go on like you see him at 100%. Because if you go on if you see 12% and even whisper in your ear, you're out.
Right. Him don't support Damian Crawford.
No.
Him don't support Lisa Hanna. Him don't support Philip Palwell.
No, they are a threat to his kingdom. They are a threat to his crown. And
there was a riser who no longer a riser. I think a doctor it was a spokesperson health.
Which is Morris guy. No, Morris guy no riser. My one PNP.
It's no longer right. So it was him take him out and get them to dance.
Yes, man. And Nita Garvey had Nita Garvey was one PNP.
Right.
But she have to take her time. Remember, say she even move her up from behind from behind him, you know. She used to sit behind him in Parliament, and he said, "Boy, I'm not one of them people that behind him, you know." So so then we have to move her. And then he's there, you know. A bad day have to bad to make, because when I take with the seat from Dennis Daly, you know, because remember to Dennis Daly, they were all supporting Lisa.
And the person who don't understand the difference, like friends, I give you an example now, for the guy who asks about Riser and PNP. Vanessa Phillips, right? She didn't support Peter Phillips. She didn't support Mark Golding. Again, Lisa Anna. Support Lisa Anna. And she was sidelined by...
Yeah, man. He said she a traitor, man, and she must steal the man. She must burn.
And they put up a paper group, they put up a committee, a group to petition for her to be removed as counsellor for Papine.
No, man, they put up a group to man for she to be stoned to death.
Wow.
You don't support me, man. You have to feel it, man. You can't have no peace.
And she was supposed to face a disciplinary committee for a meeting. But the committee had than 5 persons. 2 PNP.
5 risers.
No, 2 PNP and 3 risers. But she quit before the meeting and turned GLP. Before the meeting.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So those are the... Yeah. So those are the persons now.
The 2 PNP would have eventually worked with the 3 risers.
No, the 3 risers would never against her. So that'd be a 3-2 and she'd out. That's what the whole plan. But she quit before the meeting.
I remember that's the same thing they did to Karen Cross.
Right. So
that's the same thing they did to Karen Cross.
And
you want me to tell, they will feel it. They will punish. You see if all they do, they make Craig Wood spend $7.8 million and don't run him out. And don't push him out as Carl to Mark Golding. And they do the same thing to Lawrence Rowe and push him out. Then do it to Karen. That's how you just a push out. Cardell Davis, who was a councillor in Toronto Division, she get 500 votes for the PNP. And when it comes to for that, she supported Lisa Anna and Peter Phillips. She was pushed out as well. She won on the GLP ticket and won the seat for Mount Industry. Yeah, man,
she's a PNP, not a riser. So first one, so you have riser, you have PNP, they're different.
You know, sit down here, so him say him say as if you're not in a camp, if you're not in a him, you can't stay amongst him. If you're not with way, you can't stay amongst you. Shove out and go where you belong. We never hear them as something from a band, because guess what happened? As a leader, you must try to make senses and get everybody together. No, him not say that. From you not support way. Who is the way? Riser.
Lawrence Rowe was a riser, you know. Lawrence Rowe, you know.
Yes, but guess what happened now? They want Steve McGregor.
Yes, and when the PNP integrated committee refused him, McGregor overturned that decision and put him in as the caretaker in West Central Kingston. And later on they push him out and bring in Steve McGregor.
Yes, because they push out, they show out go with
he was a riser.
Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell. So Peter Bunting and Dayton Campbell should be out.
Yeah, because he was rejected by the PNP internal integrated committee to become member of parliament. But McGregor overturned that decision.
Why they reject him? Because them say him have a court hearing because
some court,
a case.
There's some court case that they reject him. Yeah. But McGregor overturned that decision and put him in as the caretaker candidate in West Central Kingston, in Central Kingston.
Alright, so if you can tell me why did Golding reject that decision and put him in as the caretaker?
But I don't remember the exact reason why. But it overturned the decision of the committee and single-handedly. As the party leader, he can't do that.
Yes, and the reason for him doing that was Lawrence Rowe is the man that made him.
Oh yeah, because he was the data manager.
The president.
The data.
He was the one
who manipulated the figures. Right, yes.
Manipulate
the figures
the
election.
Data.
Right,
the
yes.
Figures.
Right.
And Lisa's team, they all did know that it was manipulated. That's why Lisa and his team have no sympathy for Lawrence Rowe. Because what he did and turned the PNP in a riser's tapanari pirate organization. they said Lawrence Rowe is the cause of all of this. And it is coming down to the wire where Lawrence Rowe ready to ball out.
Yeah, him so ball out. Wait until Andrew David started in knockout punch. He must start ball out.
Because Lawrence Rowe said he will be on the road terrorizing them.
Right.
With facts.
Because he was the party's data manager. So he have all the computer details, he have all the figures, all the data, he have everything.
He have everything.
He have all the facts and him computer.
He had every facts.
You remember him turn over his phone to Mocha with the KCC scandal?
But Dudley, if I am close to Lawrence Rowe, or if I know anybody that's close to Lawrence Rowe, I would have tell them to get help for Lawrence Rowe.
Yeah.
Lawrence Rowe need counseling.
He's hurting.
Look in Lawrence Rowe's face again. He's hurting.
Yeah, he's hurting. Yeah.
He's hurting. And he's hurting real bad. And when you see them hurting so bad, any game can play.
It might self-destruct.
Right, and that's why I'm glad the JLP give him a space.
Yeah,
because that's what sort of keep him sort of grounded.
Yeah, so yeah,
it
that's
could have
good.
been
Yeah.
worse.
All right, so.
But yes.
Yeah, man, we're going to wind up the program. You'll come the end of the program for tonight. Well, nice program tonight. Entertaining. We have a lot of laugh and a lot of things. Entertaining, and the fans and the people in the chat was enjoying what you give them joke.
Yes, but where is our guy?
Again, right?
Name again.
Well, hope you see him out next time. Come live. Hope him subscribe. So get Genroy subscribe.
Genroy is listening. Genroy is watching you, man. Come on, Genroy.
Genroy subscribe. So every time you go live, get a notification. Genroy subscribe. Genroy. Right.
So yes, Genroy. And
subscribe.
Genroy, remember just to correct the owner, man. Yeah, you know. And come back.
And Genroy, be a PNP and don't be a riser. All right, Genroy.
Yes, Genroy. Genroy, stop the 6 hour and a half dozen of the other, man. Everybody fit, man.
Cheryl said thanks to our lady.
No problem, Cheryl. No problem. I'll always be here burning the fire. As long as...
And Sharon Farm said, have a nice evening, Lady J. Carla, you make my evening. Currently from Sharon Farm.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As long as Dudley gives me this space, the safe space, I will always talk my truth.
Yes, man. You're always welcome on this platform.
Yes. And Sharon and Cheryl and Miss Cooper and Beverly.
You go to Cooper saying nice hearing from you always. That's you just a Cooper.
Yes, man. And yes, share the live, please. Share it and share it so at least, you know, people can come and, you know, we can really, you know, this is our safe space where we can flush out some truth about Master Mark, because definitely, you know, we have to let it go there, you know, and be warned about Master Mark.
And July 12 is the 13th anniversary of this channel. 13 years, July 12.
Really?
13
July 12.
Years? Yeah, July 12, 13 years.
No, man, we have to help to build this. We have to help to build it, man.
Yeah,
it
man.
is a nice little safe space.
Yeah, man.
And we have to help to build it.
So July 12 is the channel's birthday, July 12.
And July 12, you must be on the live, you know, so we can
yeah, man.
It's a Saturday, yes. And I guess Cheryl will be here, and Miss Cooper will be here, and Sharon will be here, and everybody will be here. Lady J.
Yeah.
And the caller will be here, and more caller will be here. Beverly, pick up yourself. And you know, we are all gonna be here. When we will be here on election night as well.
Yes, we will live election night and see exactly how it unfold on that night.
Yes, we are not in the diaspora. Some of us, you know, some is in the diaspora, and some. As long as we are here, some of us are silent voters, some are on the fence like myself. Let us get off this fence and choose Jamaica, man. Yes, and cry for the PNP to rise and come. We don't want to leave the PNP behind. We need them.
We need the PNP.
We want to see them stand
to keep the government honest.
Keep the government, yes, to keep the
government. We need a strong PNP, not a strong riser.
We need the PNP, not risers.
We need a strong PNP.
Third party in Jamaica, and the risers, they are destructive. We don't need them.
Yeah, we need the PNP.
Don't comment. Go back in the pit of hell, risers. Go back down there and stay down there. Don't rise. Don't push up your head. We need to see our Portia PNP.
Right. We need back the
We
PNP
don't
party.
know. Yes, we need the PNP, the People's National Party. What we are having here now is a Rise as Nasty Party. We don't need them.
We need the PNP back.
Yes. We need the governing Jamaica Labour Party and the opposition People's National Party. Where is the People's National Party?
Yeah.
Master Mark hijack the PNP. Master Mark and his band of pirates hijack the PNP party and turn it in a circus, a clown show, a clown shop. And they are there running it as if it is BB and G.
It's BB and G.
And it's still same BB and G.
It's Bunting.
Finsack.
It's BB and G.
Golden and Camp.
It's
Yes.
BB and G. Bunting and Bunting, Golden and
Dayton.
and Dayton.
It
B, Bunting, Dayton and Golden. BD and G.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Bunting, Dayton and Golden.
Mm-hmm.
And same BD and G.
Same cult, them man. They are the same cult.
All
They are the
right.
same cult. Band of crooks.
Beverly said,
Was
come out
really
the fence and choose
unlikely.
Jamaica. All right.
Beverly, I think this is the first time I'm going to vote, and I am really excited. I'm really excited about what I'm seeing. I am really excited to go out, and I don't think after this election I want to stay away from the poll, because what we find out is that sometimes we stay away from the poll and allow
the persons only can accounts.
fix one of those, not the other accounts. That accountant, the person that can only account to choose.
And then
Choose our leader for us.
and make the wrong choice.
And the wrong choice. But the good thing about that, some of those that can only account, the good thing about them, they always go in and spoil ballot. Yeah, they always go in and spoil the ballot. And it is time for us to come down.
Well, Kirk said. Well, Kirk became important point here. Kirk said, don't blame Goldie for attacking the PNP. Blame the PNP. Going from Kirk.
Yes, Kirk, and
I
can agree with that.
Don't blame Mark
Where
Goldie.
were they?
Blame the PNP. That's yes.
Yes,
I agree.
That's a point that I can agree with.
I agree.
Because the whole of them sit down. When they did that, I say every time when we look at Michael Phillips, me grieve. Look at Michael Phillips sit down and allow them to do to his father.
And then the father come
and when the man sick and then take the man's sickness and take your habit. Then do Peter Phillips so bad.
All right. What I'm going to tell people don't know. When Peter Phillips went to Parliament and announced that he was taken because of illness, the next day Bunty make a video and show him fit. And that Phillips ball eye water. The man on the heart, man.
Wicked bitch, man. Wicked. And you know what? I don't know if you know, Dougie, when the whole of them did write letter to the Governor General, the whole set of him
release him as opposition leader. Yeah, I remember.
And did you know that when they did sign for Peter Phillips to become the opposition leader, Mark Whelan was the only one that didn't sign?
Yes, I heard that too.
Okay, all right.
I heard that first election, Mark Whelan didn't vote.
I don't know.
He didn't vote PNP, you know. He didn't vote PNP, you know.
He ever vote for the right chop?
He vote JLP.
Yes, and the
PNP
right chop
leader.
the first one.
That vote
The
JLP.
right chop said Mark Whelan ever have been card in same the right chop card in his pocket in the voting booth.
All
ever
right.
vote for the right chop.
You ever vote JLP? I mean the
The
PNP
right
leader
chop come
vote.
out and say
Right.
the PNP, the Risers leader
Vote JLP.
hates the People's National Party. He hates PNP.
So you vote JLP.
He hates it so much till he don't even wear the shirt.
Right. He ready rise that shot. Him and Bunting.
Yes.
All right,
I don't know what them feel like.
So we continue again. We continue about Tuesday. Not sure about Monday or Tuesday. We'll get let you know when you come again like either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, man. Yes,
Yeah, man, so nice being on the program again. And thanks to all the persons who participated. Yeah, man. Beverly Richards and
Yeah,
the
man.
crew, and this guy here, J.K. Eugene Architecture. He made a valid point about the swamp. So we can get him on to give more technical details about the swamp. Hope we have him on, and again, give us some technical details about building houses in swamp.
And I notice your chat keep on growing. You know, it is growing. It's a good sign. It's a good look.
Yeah, good. Thanks. Good. Yeah, good look, yeah, man. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
it's a good look. It's very a good look. That simply means what you are doing. People believe in what you are doing. They believe in what is said here.
So we don't play propaganda until we talk the truth.
Yes.
We don't come to
Yes.
don't get no political propaganda like other platform. We talk
No.
truth over here. No propaganda.
Right. That's why there's certain platform I don't go on. I don't have time for them. You know, listen to them because you
It's
can't get up and just pure propaganda.
yeah, propaganda and lie. We don't need over here.
Tear down people. Just a tear down people like they share the chairman of Caricom bring come with my Goldie.
Chairman bring. That's a good tagline. All right, so
yes, man.
Thanks again, and see you again about Tuesday.
Yes, man.
About 3 o'clock talk at Jamaica time about Tuesday.
No
all right,
problem, man. And thanks everybody in the chat. Good afternoon, good evening.
Yes.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
you
man.
too.
Yes, man. All right. Thanks.
Yeah. All right, and blessed day to Beverly Richards. Yeah. Thanks there. Yeah, try to be balanced. Eugene Cooper, thanks again. Thanks to all the persons who Lady J, Kathleen, Philip, Glenn Roy, all the persons, Sharon Forbes, everybody who take part through Kirk. Bless up Kirk. Yeah, man. Thanks very much. And Mr. Mac. And for those who took part in the program, we give a politics and sports. So when the Reggae Boys are playing, and we'll be doing this as well too. And again, election night, we'll be here live, election night. And remember, the 12th of July is the anniversary of the channel. 13 years anniversary, July 12th. All right, so thanks again. Big up to Lady J and all the crew. And thanks, share live to your friends. Please share live to your friend. And subscribe and hit notification bell so as we come on, you get the thing instantly. All right, so out for yourself. You awesome. Thank you to you, Just a Cooper. Bless up again. And out for yourself a wonderful day. Until we meet again. Look at Jamaican politics. Look at both PNP and JLP. And we're rooting for rebirth of the PNP. So we can have a strong PNP and a strong GLP. All right? Have for yourselves a wonderful day. And again, peace and love for now.